Hello, gentle people of the world, and welcome to where were we? To Be Diced Adventures. That's what we do first. The Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago is the title of the campaign. That's how we do that. Stream name, then title. Alrighty, got it. I figured it out, and that's because I'm Matt. I'm your Dimension Master for this evening. In this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that we have going on. You'll notice that we have a smaller set of than we normally do for this wonderful adventure that we do. That's because based off of the last episode that we had, the party did the thing that generally D&D parties don't do. Well, they're not supposed to, but every party does it. The party split. So we have 3 people going inside of the place, and we have 3 people staying outside to run a distraction, basically. And who better to introduce themselves than the distractions themselves, starting with Victor.
Hello, tis I, Victor the Story Weaver. I am playing Paro, the Wandering Monk of the Monastery of the Way of the Leaf, um, uh, capable of navigating the world through his once upon a time Tremor sense, now turned echolocation of some sorts. I don't know. The DM it's a weird fellow. Don't tell him that. Yeah, I'll pass it to Janelle.
Hi, I'm Ren. I go by Mask Ren on the internet. I'm playing Janai, an apprentice half-elf monk who is currently deceased and in the body of Tanakh, who is a Thrygreen warrior. They're more amicable, about amicable is a word, about it than they were previously. So, yay for that.
Yay. And we are soon to be joined in a little bit by Daddy Tarzan 2855, also playing as Clucky fucking McCluckerson, the Aarakocra / anthropomorphic chicken barbarian of the party. He will be here momentarily. That being said, if you miss the rest of our crew, you can see them tomorrow night as we figure out how well they utilize this time granted by this party here. So tune in to see Nerdy Pernip Girl, KJ Cosplay, and Dival.cos as well. Everybody tuning in to try to make the best and discover these mysteries. What mysteries? Pray tell? Let me tell you, because last time on the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago, our party had a tenuous conversation between Barrow, the blind monk, and basically the rest of the party as he was having this internal dialogue with the Prince of Evil Air, Yan Sibin, who was speaking to him through this magical Naginata known as Windvane. Basically telling Barrow that his wishes are to help him come to the material plane. Barrow basically said, "What if I don't want to?" And he was told, "You're free to make that choice for being what he is." Yancey Bin is a supporter of choice. However, seemed to threaten that potentially that choice might be forced upon him through other means, and then went silent. The party moving together um, made their way forward through these tunnels until they discovered the buried lower portion of a very tall tower. A tower that our warlock, Feyruz, was told was the temple to her patron, Saban. Um, However, the party that comes from the first dimension most of them, I should say, recognize this place as Skyreach Citadel, the seat of the Daedarian Empire in the country of Aetheris. This being this building, which is supposed to be 400 feet tall, that they are well beneath the sands of the desert, approaching the main entrance. They discovered quite a few things. As this building apparently was claimed by the sands during the Great Calamity in centuries past. 1,000 years prior, roughly. That all being said, the party then discovers something else more stressing. The tower is not empty. Home to a insect-like creature that Janai and Tanakh inform the rest of the party are known as Kruthic. Very violent creatures that live in colonies underground that also can see through vibrations in the rock and stone. Savage carnivorous creatures. And where is the artifact that they were sent to collect? In the fourth basement of this tower. The party devises a plan. Half the party stays outside, drawing the majority of the hive out into combat, potentially losing them in the tunnels. The other half enters the tower, trying to make use of the unknown status of arcanolith technology inside to try and make their way to the basement where this artifact is. Potentially undisturbed, but if things go the way that we know they might, in other words, gather the artifact and then make haste to exit this tower. However, for this all to be successful, our decoy team needs to have their strategy in order. So, beginning things off, the blind monk Barrow and our chicken barbarian Clucky making an awful lot of racket to draw out these creatures, one by one, crawling all over the walls and doors and steps to this tower. Will the party successfully draw out enough Kruthic that their comrades are able to make entry unscathed? Will this ruse keep them occupied enough for the entry team to gather this artifact? And whether or not this is successful, will these three individuals have what it takes to actually make it through this combat? Hi, Tarzan.
Hello.
These questions and more have yet to be diced.
Yes.
I love starting sessions off this way. Can I have everybody roll initiative?
Good. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I believe in us.
18.
28.
And 20.
28 for Barrow, correct? 18 for Janai. Clucky fucking McCluckerson.
At a whopping 20, my dude.
20. Impressive initiative scores. Let's see how the opposition fares.
Bold strategy. Let's see how it works out for them, Cotton.
Alrighty. So, as you can see from this spot here, you guys will be facing
Okay, squad.
Yeah. That bitch is huge.
so that is one swarm of Kruthic. Hang on,
Oh.
it's not one individual Kruthic.
I'm so concerned. My God.
Oh, man. Can we talk about this?
They don't speak common.
Ah, shit. What about chicken?
No. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Here we go.
Sorry.
And there we are. Got it. Alrighty. So, yeah. Let's have some fun, guys. To
Ah.
start things out, Borrow, the blind monk. What would you like to do on your turn?
First, let Tarzan know that the bag that he has is very loud.
I put it down.
So, okay. I know that last we spoke, last session, Janai had kind of like, or Tanaka had kind of go into like a hiding spot.
Yeah, by all means, the three of you are more than likely, or like you can use this time to put yourself where you logically think you would have been as these creatures made their way out of the door up north. I know that.
Squares is 5 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Janai.
I'll be a little more honest. These guys are probably back a little bit more. Try to.
Thanks. Janai, I think, is over here because they were kind of semi-hiding, but then came out
Right.
to help blast the door. So I think that's as far as I can be while angling the door.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Anybody else? Or are you Clucky and Borrow okay with their positioning?
Yeah, Clucky would have been close to Borrow.
Okay.
Yeah, and Bar would have been pretty much in front of the main entrance.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm going to say that what Borrow is going to do, knowing that Janai is present, but they kind of went into hiding, and they didn't kind of have a opportunity to converse with them of like, hey, like, are you okay with this? Like, there was no really like, hey, like, are you joining the plan? Are you part of the plan? Borrow
We're
is
still
going-
mentally connected.
That is true.
Oh, this is true.
Telepathy.
It's like 10 hours. So
Can I have a free action to communicate with Janai?
No, because it's going to be at least 18 seconds for them to get the call, and then they have to pick it up, answer it. No, yeah, of course, free
Then-
action by all means.
And then, the signal down here. So,
Reception's trash.
Oh, actually, which carrier service do you have? That's going to be a modifier on how long it takes.
yeah. Try mobile.
All right.
I feel like you will probably hear Borrow through the connection of as it just. Are you joining us, or are you running?
Tinok doesn't wish to be here, but I do. We're compromising. So I'm going to help until Tinok decides I can't anymore.
Very well. Then I will do my best to help you as well. And Borrow is going to cast Sanctuary
Ooh.
on.
Is that a 30-foot range?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not within range for that.
And take a quick step.
Actually, he's actually going to cast Shield of Faith.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you gotta have your AC is up by 2. So your AC goes to 20.
Oh, sick. Thanks.
All right.
And I'm going to say, if I may, I want to, like, Borrow would basically want to hold his action in the sense of, like, he's first, but he doesn't want to start moving until the swarm is close enough for him to feel like the swarm is actually going to go for him. He doesn't want to risk that he runs and then the swarm goes elsewhere, goes back inside. So he's sort of, like, making that motion at a way that it's like hoping that he's going to lure them in.
Okay. Absolutely. So
Dash action.
So that'll be the end of your turn?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. That brings up the first Kruthic swarm,
Ooh, boy.
which movement, pretty sure they got 30 feet movement speed.
That's great.
Ooh, 40. Nice.
That's
Alrighty.
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm glad you approve.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bucky is now actually not here. Let me put these guys down.
Below.
Yeah. I have to use this one, I think.
Oh boy. This looks like it's gonna hurt.
So yeah, Borrow, you can tell as basically right next to you, what you're pretty certain is about 10 of these creatures swarms right around Clucky. However, I don't think that I'm out of my element saying that Clucky's probably excited about this at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. So
would I?
would you...
No, that's fine.
Okay. Clucky, does a 27 hit you?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. 27 hits. That's going to be 34 points of damage
Ouchie.
of the piercing variety.
Did I say last session whether or not Clucky entered rage before starting this off?
I don't know if you said that he was, but if you would have liked to, I will allow it because what you were saying was very rage-like. So that is fine if you would like to have that
Okay.
damage.
So 31 halved. Ooh, damn! I only got 1 rage left after this. That's great.
Good to
31
know.
half. That's great. That's wonderful.
Is Clucky
33 point, or no, sorry. What did I say? 34 points of damage.
34.
Yeah.
So
17.
okay, 17.
Tarzan? You said Clucky is close to Borrow. How close is it? The distance on the map, is it 10 feet or is it closer than that?
That's about right. Yeah. I mean, the he wouldn't want to cluster up, knowing that we're dealing with a large swarm. That would be a bad idea. So he would have kept some space between the two of us.
Sure.
Okay, Clucky, how's a 21?
That still hits. Definitely beats a 16.
Gotcha.
Well, 16's bigger somehow.
That is 32 points of damage, halved to 16.
Yeah, buddy. Okay.
Janai, you are up next.
Wait, Janai, Tarzan got 20 on the initiative. Janai got 18.
Oh, that's what happened. You're right. So somebody wanted to swap around with me. It's a token, so I have to add him back to initiative.
Ah.
So technically, and as you input your name in here, Clucy, you would have had that turn before the swarm. So
Lucy.
I'll back it up for you if you want to retroactively do that damage, because it was just one turn, so nothing crazy happened.
Shit. There we go. I mean, they could still be there. That would have been fine. Just now, Clucky's gonna start swiping at things.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
That being said, looking at, I mean, he's in the middle of the swarm. He's grabbing pincers left and right, trying to stop them from cutting him. But he's also looking at Barrow like, "What the fuck do we do?" With a wave of excitement over his face. So he's just waiting for clear instruction from Barrow. But as he's battering these creatures, so I'm going to use the Great Club while raging. That's going to be reckless to keep the attention drawn away from Barrow, to keep them all focused on me.
Okay.
And since it's a great weapon, I can use the Great Weapon Master Feat. That's going to be... That's not good. -5 on these hits. -5 plus 11. No, that's +6. So 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Ooh, no. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch dice here, because I don't like that. Second hit. That's better. 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
Okay. That's with the Great Weapon Master penalty factored in, so that's +10 to this hit.
Hell yeah.
Great Club. It's a D8 plus 6. That's max damage. 14 plus 10, 24 damage on that hit. And then bonus action. Nothing. Okay. I got nothing right now. Yeah, that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. We already did Kruthik Swarm 1. Janai, it is now officially your turn.
Tight. I'm gonna shift my flipping, there we go. I'm going to send a gust of wind blast, so it's 60 foot long and 10 foot wide, towards this immediate one in front of me here. This situation.
Okay.
So I need them all to make strength saving throws.
Alrighty. Strength saving throw from Kruthik Swarm 3. Oh, doesn't have advantage on that. Rolling hot. That is a total. Actually, I'll do that, because that could make things interesting. Okay. Yeah. Minimum is a 22. Actually, let me double check that because I'm using some rules that I found for swarms, and I want to make sure that I'm following all of what they said about saving throws and stuff. Hit points,
No
size of
worries.
swarms, damage, targeting, misc notes. Oh yeah, okay. So I was right. I rolled 2 dice for the swarm. The lower of the two being 22. So that would be
Okay.
a save.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Yeah.
All right. So I am then going to move further down this tunnel a little bit and then use my bonus action to hide place just about there.
Alrighty. So here's the thing, because that would technically follow you. That is originating from your square as long as you are concentrating on it. Will you hold concentration as you are trying to hide?
If I send the wind and I see that it's not really moving them, Janai would drop it.
Okay,
It's at
that's
will,
cool.
so I'm not wasting anything.
Okay, gotcha. So then let's go ahead and get the hide check from you. Fairly certain you're going to do well.
It's only 25.
Yeah. So you kind of watch like this whole group, roughly 10 of them, just kind of like back up a little bit from the swarm of wind, or the gust of wind rather, and you run around the corner out of view, and they don't seem to know where you went. Will that be all for Janai?
Yes.
Excelente. That moves us to Kruthik Swarm 2, which is going to go towards the nearest target, which is Borrow.
Can I use my action now?
Absolutely.
So
would it be as they enter your square or before?
it would basically be before. Because I realized that I used my bonus action, and then I held my action, which technically the movement. My action would have been dodge.
Okay.
But basically, as these things are moving, Borrow is basically moving back. And I think you said they have 40 feet range. Borrow has 50.
Yeah.
So Borrow is just, as he's communicating mentally to both Janai and Clucky at their respective times, especially when he sees Clucky looking at him, you just kind of hear him sort of go, "We need to keep them busy and away from the tower to give our friends the opportunity to get what we need. Do not engage if you don't need to. Stay out of range. Keep them following you. Keep them away from the tower."
Hell yeah.
And is that thing of like, as these things are moving, you just see Borrow without having to actually look back, just using the movement to start moving. So I will say he's going to. So Borrow is literally going to. He's going to move. So he's going to move. Ideally, what I'm doing is I'm moving as they're moving toward me, because I don't want them to potentially them just meet with the other swarm that's on Clucky. Like if they were to like stop where Clucky is with the other
You want to make sure that they're baited into your direction. I would say that given the nature of what they're trying to do and what they're capable of, you would quickly, as you're backing up, this group is on you.
Great.
So you can go back your full movement, and then they would do
Borrow's
the
going to
same.
make his way all the way here.
Alrighty, so then I move 10 feet there. They do come into this space because nature of swarms. The swarm can fit in any passage that a single member of their swarm can, which these are medium creatures, so they are able to make it through. I need to double check. Hang on. So from there, you are technically in that space, somewhat.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean? No, you're not.
I don't know. Sometimes if you say things, maybe they become true. I don't fucking know.
So that being said, I'm not too worried about this though for you. So Victor, or should I say Borrow, go ahead. Or actually, you do hear a sound coming down the tunnel, other than the chittering and the piercing sounds of these sort of talons digging into the earth as they're scrambling after you. And as they see that you are faster than they are, you hear sounds coming from them that aren't the chittering, hissing sound that they normally make. It sounds like it sounds almost like pressure being released as you hear. So I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. I also have to. I don't know why I do this all the time. Does the little guy help me with this?
With saves, no.
No. Well, that's great because that's a nat 1.
Okay, so what's your total? Because I know that your modifier is pretty high.
11.
11. 11 will still fail, so that means that you will take 35 points of piercing damage.
You're out of range of me. I can't help.
Does this count
Okay.
as a thing that a missile that Varro could deflect?
You know what? I'll say that if you want to. Oh no, you already used your reaction because you held your action.
Oh, is that how?
Technically, that's how that works.
There.
Yeah. But I will say in the future, if this does come up again, you could reduce the damage with that. Catch one of these and throw it back with your deflect missiles abilities. Basically, catch one of these out of the air and throw it back, which I think is kind of cool. Alrighty. Swarm number 3. They don't know where Janai went. So that's good for Janai.
Yes.
But with this, that's basically going to lead them. Do they have enough room to make it to Clucky?
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
Yep. We have 2 of them ganging up on Clucky then. So, Mr. McCluckerson. That's a 19 to hit.
You have advantage because I'm reckless.
I already rolled with advantage.
19 hits.
19 hits. That's
Swarm tactics.
Yep. Well, pack jacket specifically. That is 36 points of damage, which you can reduce to 18.
Yeah, buddy.
Second attack. That is a 27 again. So 34, which is reduced to 17.
Yeesh, these guys hit hard.
Yeah, it's because there's 10 of them attacking you simultaneously.
We gotta start reducing these numbers.
Yep. Alrighty, back to the top of initiative. Borrow, you are up.
Okay. So I think the moment that Barrow gets hit, he senses also a swarm. He probably senses the other swarm also moving the direction of Clucky as he hears the commotion of the battle. And I need to actually see something real quick. Great. Barrow is actually going to, when he gets hit, he's actually gonna double down, like he's gonna go in the direction of this side to basically show up behind the swarm.
Okay.
And I think this is one of those things, like he's sensing the pattern of the different holes and these things hitting at him, and he feels the hits and senses the other moving. As sensing the other moving, he sees the pathway on that side, and it's just that moment of he just then moves in that direction. And as he's running, he's just the Naginata comes to the side, and he's just moving right behind them. And as it's coming behind them, he is going to attempt to strike them with the Naginata.
Okay. Roll to hit. I will say that on his turn, little guy would have given you the help action, so you can make this first attack with advantage and adding a d6.
Does a 31 hit?
Yes, it absolutely does.
The d6 is for the attack or the damage?
Attack. He can
that's
only
what
help you attack. He can't help you do more damage.
I don't need to roll the d6 in that case.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
why
will
not?
Be, so that will be 9 points of slashing plus. Wait, what? What was the lightning?
1d8.
What?
1d8, and I think it's a cold.
Why the hell do I have 2d5? There's no 5.
What?
I don't know. The notes that I have on the glaive say 2d5 lightning damage to all attacks, which makes no sense. So you said
You're
what,
silly.
1d8?
Yeah.
That'll be 7.
So a total of 16.
Yes.
Alrighty. That's your first attack.
Yes. $27 to hit on the second one.
Absolutely hits.
So it's going to be a total of 11 slashing
Okay.
plus another 7 points of lightning damage.
So 18 more. All right.
Slash me harder, daddy.
Alrighty.
Oh, I totally forgot. Because of the fact that I'm attacking them from behind, does this count as a sneak attack?
Are you a rogue?
Have one level of rogue.
Yeah, so you can roll your extra d6 on that first attack. You
This is
had
a help
advantage
action,
on
yeah.
it.
Yep. He's got a leveled rogue. Nice.
Thank you.
Great.
so much.
If I could,
for
if my
answering
computer
the
had
question.
enough frozen.
Next turn.
Oh, there we go. Oh, come on.
What'd you get?
Sorry, guys. My computer is acting out right now.
That's fine. It can also fight a Kruthix swarm.
Clearly, he's not doing a very good job at it. I might need to. Okay. Nope. Okay. I might need to restart my computer because I literally cannot access my tabs on my
Okay.
Chrome. So
Gotcha.
I will be right.
You did a sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, since I'm doing a sneak attack because I'm kind of coming from behind, would that have meant that when I did my attacks before, those would have been with advantage?
No, you had advantage from little guy. The sneak attack only procs if you have advantage.
Or
So-
if the enemy is unaware, or you have
Yeah.
friends in proximity.
That's why I was asking, considering the fact that Balro kind of went around.
Right. What I'm saying is that you going around, it didn't necessarily matter because little guy gave you advantage anyway. So that already met the qualifications for it.
And they also have tremor sense, so they didn't lose sight of you.
So there's that. But also, that being said, you can only sneak attack once per turn.
So I have a sneak attack. I'm gonna restart. You're welcome to add the d6. Technically speaking, I have still my bonus action.
Yeah.
But if you want to continue, move down the list while I restart, you're welcome to. I'll be right back.
We'll come back to you, yeah. Alrighty,
Yeah,
so
buddy.
for now, Clucky fucking McCluckerson, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, Clucky's going to be taken aback by the instructions of "don't fight, run." You took away his biggest joy in life, Borrow. So he's gonna look sad for a moment. And then out of frustration, he's just going to pick up one of these Kruthix by the neck and just throw them aside real quick and then take off flying. That's just more so flavor, not an actual thing that he's going to do. But
okay. So are you just trying to dash right on out of here?
Yeah, opportunity attack and all. That's fine.
Okay. Swarm number 1, opportunity attack. That's a natural 20.
Yowie Z.
So
why do you hate me?
they have pack tactics, homie.
Where's the ruler at?
Fuck. Numbers.
There it is.
19 would be the reduced damage for you.
19, got it.
And second attack, that one's cocked. That is a 20 to hit, so
Still hits.
yeah. 16 would be the reduced.
Ouchie. Okay. Clucky's starting to feel some of this shit.
Yeah. Like you said, that is actually the first one. Or wait a minute, that is 2 swarms. This is not an attack action. This is opportunity attacks. My bad. You're good. You are free to move now.
Okay. All right. I gotta figure out how far I can fly. So Clucky's gonna fly 20 feet up, which will give him 30 feet lateral.
Just saying, once you get into the tunnels, they are as tall as they are wide.
Ooh. So never mind, I can't fly 20 feet up. That's a good question, though. What's
the main
we're in a cavern, right?
Yeah, this area up out here is much larger. So you could potentially fly, what did I say, like 70 feet up?
Okay. Is there any stalactites up there at all?
Yeah.
Is there one particularly over the position of these two Kruthix and myself?
I would have to assume.
All right. Since I already have a blunt weapon in my hand, I'll just... It's 70 feet up, so I can only fly 50. Tell you what, I'll use my action to dash to get all the way up there, and then that will I'll execute my plan once it's my turn again. So we'll move Clucky up 70 feet.
Okay, don't do the size thing because that just makes things really. If anything, maybe adjust your name to put how high up he is. Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna go backwards then to Victor. Are you still opening up D&D Beyond?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Your D6 for sneak attack.
That'll be a 3.
3, gotcha.
And I still
You
have
your bonus
flurry.
action.
Yeah. I'm going to. So I am going to say that what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spend 1 key point to do Will it matter though?
In all fairness, I'm not sure if you caught it, but Clucky flew up out of the swarm into the cavern, heading for the ceiling.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I forgot to factor in two things. Last round, I forgot to factor in 3 points of rage damage, and then I would also like to use. I would also like to utilize my bonus action that I had left to take a potion of healing.
That's fair.
I'm a little hurt. That shit fucking sucked.
I actually had a question. With the attacks that I did, did the swarm reduce? Like basically after those attacks, would Baro been able to get a sense of like, oh, like even with those attacks, like none of these things went down. Like each one of these things is very recent.
One of them is down.
One of them is down.
Yes.
Oh, we've got Raja. Shit.
Oh shit, you're right.
That is true.
Yeah, let's add a beast in here. Where are my beasts? That's a large size creature, right?
Yes. Can't believe I almost forgot about Raja. That poor. Oh no! Get him out of there.
Well, I don't know where you would have put Raja, so I'm just kind of putting for now.
Let's see.
God damn it. 10. There we go.
Ooh, he has keen sense. Sweet.
Can you roll initiative for Raja?
I can indeed. Let's see. Is there a D20? Yes, there is. Let's roll that. We'll go with that color. Roll it. Will you roll it? There we go. Oh, no. That's terrible.
Is that a natural 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that. I'm never rolling that again.
What is the dexterity modifier for a tiger?
+2.
Oh, great.
Well, it just means that Raja would have gone at the end of the turn. Everything's fine.
So before anything happens, Tarzan, would you like to divert any of the attacks that came your way to Raja?
No.
Okay, so you're going to tank all of those for now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You just want his new pet getting hurt.
I will say this. Let's finish up Baro's turn, and then I will have you retroactively do Raja's turn for last turn.
Okay.
Right. I'm not going to be able to move away enough anyway, so I'm going to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
I take a 15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit.
What about a 24?
24 absolutely does.
Okay. So, that sucks. Total damage is 6. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And can they give me a Constitution saving throw?
Knowing what you're trying to do, just double checking a thing. That's bonkers. It does not say that swarms would be immune to the stunned condition, so we're going for it.
Interesting.
Feel free to fail.
Feel free to fail.
Okay, adding modifier.
No, don't do that.
Throw. What's the number to beat?
Whatever, a number above the one that you got, probably.
What's the number to beat?
17.
Okay, that beats a 6.
So I'm going to say that probably the way that this looks is Borrow surprises this swarm from behind, goes in, slashes one of these things, brings it down. And as it brings it down, it's sort of like as that one falls, it sort of gives him an opening to the rest of them. He uses the body of the fallen one to basically stick the glaive like vertical on it, jump, and then basically does a wall run on the faces of each one of the other ones, and he just basically just boom, 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 boom,
I love
and
that.
just lands, and then he just lands and stuns all of them.
Alrighty. Absolutely.
That's some Monster Hunters shit right there.
They're stunned until the end of Borrow's next turn. We're gonna go retroactive to Raja's turn then.
All right. Because it takes a bonus action to command them, they can spend their turn reacting as they normally would without instruction.
Yeah. I would say that applicable would be either fight or flight. So
right. So doesn't say it has a multi-attack, I think, but so I think it just gets one attack.
Tigers don't?
It has a pounce if he moves 20 feet in a straight line.
Yeah.
No multi-attack. So let's go ahead and have Raja make a bite attack against one of these things.
All right. Preferably the same swarm that you've been attacking.
Yes, and that's a nat 20.
Hell yes, Raja.
Raja ain't fucking around today. That's a D10 plus 3. That's gonna be 6 piercing damage.
So 16 because crit.
Yep, that's right.
Alrighty, so math. Wait a minute, I have to do this differently. So
good job, Raja. When was the last time Clucky crit? Why can't Clucky crit? I need to use that brutal critical that I have.
one is down from that swarm as well.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
That'll
Also-
end Raja's turn.
I also need to make an addendum. When you threw those things at Borrow,
Yeah.
Borrow has evasion.
Oh,
it
so you
actually
didn't
was,
take that?
half because I failed.
Because you did fail. Okay, so it was half of that. Alrighty.
It was like 18, I think. It was 35, so you round up or down?
Down.
So 14.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, 16. No, 17.
yes. Yes, that's the one.
I know math.
Final answer. Math? Never heard of her. Alrighty, so that'll happen. Raja went, Borrow did his thing. Clucky flew up. Kruthik Swarm won. Alrighty, its only target is Raja. So,
Bitch, and I flew out of range. God damn it, I can't protect him. Fuck.
that's a crit for them.
He does have disadvantage, though.
Oh, disadvantage?
At least the Swarm 1 does.
That is the one that is attacking, so that would actually make this a flat roll. So I'm going to re-roll one because didn't
spectral
specify
chickens.
both of them first.
Yeah. I forgot to
Plus-
factor in the poultry-geists.
That is actually a 12.
Tiger's AC is a 17. Holy shit.
Okay, so that's going to miss then. Second attack. Holy shit, I think that's lower. Nope, it's higher. 16, so still misses.
Raja,
Okay,
let's
dude.
fucking go, man.
How long do they disadvantage for until the end of your next turn?
As long as that target is my focus for the
until you move it.
yeah.
That's hefty. All right.
Yeah. I love Ancestral Guardian.
Janai, it is your turn. You hear the masses from a couple tunnels over echoing through these chambers. What would you like to do?
In the caw of an army of chickens.
Well, it doesn't sound like a massacre, so that's good. Janai is going to move out here, and since you said you can sneak attack a swarm, I would like to sneak attack a swarm, please.
Because you are hidden, absolutely you have advantage on your attack roll, so that means that you can proc sneak attack.
Sick. That's a 27.
That absolutely hits, and this is on number 2.
Yes.
Okay, which also is stunned, so you would have had advantage anyway. So beautiful.
Everything works out. Okay, so that's 7 base, and then where is the 66?
66, Jesus.
So 20 plus 22.
So 28.
So 29.
Yeah. Alrighty. Beautiful.
Cool. So that was my action, and then I'm gonna. Can we see any more coming out of the building at this present moment?
As of yet, no.
Okay. Sick. I'm gonna.
What I have planned, there may be more.
I'm certain. Can I'll just throw another dagger,
Okay.
and then
You
I'm
still
gonna
have advantage, but you do not have sneak attack on this damage.
This is fine. Where did you go? Come back.
I'm right here. I've been here
Question.
the whole time.
Arguably, you technically get a sneak attack if another enemy is by the enemy, and I am by the enemy.
Yeah, but you only get one
Yep,
sneak attack per
one
turn.
per turn.
unless you're a thief rogue.
No,
I
that
know.
is you're talking about Baldur's Gate terms where they get to do 2 bonus actions.
No. Thief
What do you
rogue
mean,
gets thief rogue gets 2 turns in an initiative at level 17.
Oh, that's
Which
still
allows them
one.
to-
That's still 1 per turn, though.
Yeah.
You just get a second turn. That being said, if you're attacking as a reaction, you could do sneak attack.
Yeah. So you potentially get 3.
Dan, no. So it's a 23 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's only 6 damage though for the bonus
6
action.
damage, though, is enough to eliminate the second Kruthic in that swarm.
Tight. And then I moved 5, 10, 20 feet. I'm gonna move 40 to here.
Okay.
Give myself some options.
Works for me. Alrighty. So after that, Kruthic Swarm 2, stunned. Kruthic Swarm 3, going to try to attack Raja. Has a flat roll. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh no, that hits.
Alrighty. So then Raja will take 34
Stop.
points of piercing damage.
My poor baby.
Oh no.
Raja's still up.
Barely.
Okay, second attack.
Oh no.
That is a 29 to hit.
That hits. They're about to piss Clucky off so much.
That is 36 points of piercing damage.
Motherfucker reduces back down to a ball of fuzz.
Alrighty.
Oh, my poor kitty.
That's what I want down here. Just because I don't want to take the trauma off the board for you there, Tarzan. So instead, I'm just going to tag Raja as dead.
He's not
Alrighty.
dead. He's just turned back into a fuzzy ball.
That being said,
Oh, Clucky probably doesn't know that.
Kruthic swarm number 3 climbs the walls 40 feet towards Clucky fucking McCluckerson. And
boy.
that will be its turn. Raja, we can remove you from initiative now. That's okay. Borrow, back to your turn.
Okay. So I have a question for you
Yes.
about distributing the way that I use my turn.
Yes.
Basically, if I were to, like, if I'm not mistaken, the swarm is done till the end of my turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. If I know that technically speaking, my action, if I wanted to do flurry of blows, for example, something like that, my bonus action, that's a bonus action after attacking, and then I have my movement.
Mhm.
But if I were to want to have my monk, like borrow, basically move away from move away from the swarm out of quote unquote sight and just like basically stop, would by the time that they come back to, would they be aware where Borrow is, or could Borrow use, if they were to move around where he is, could he use it a reaction of the hold action to attack them? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm basically saying, like I stun them, I maybe strike, I move like behind the wall, become really still, wait for them to recover from the stun, and as they're moving to try to find me, I'm basically waiting for them.
Yeah, you can do that. That all tracks.
Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to. Okay. So would you allow me to use my action to attack, then use my movement, and then hold my bonus for when they turn around the corner?
Holding a bonus action, not something.
I don't think we can hold the
yeah.
bonus.
Yeah, that's not a thing. You can do a bonus action and then hold your action.
Okay. In that case, let's forget about all that. I'm going to go ahead and attack the swarm again, which
Alrighty.
would be with advantage right now.
Yeah, they are stunned as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So 27 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
And that's going to be a total of 4 slashing plus 1 point of lightning damage.
So 5 points total. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, both 14, 26 to hit.
Absolutely hits. Also, don't forget to roll your sneak attack on that first attack.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow, 1.
For the sneak attack. Okay.
And then damage
for your
for
second attack.
second one. 10 points of slashing plus 6 points of lightning.
16. Alrighty. Got it.
Great. Flurry of blows.
Alrighty.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
So that is going to be, 15 is the max. So 15 plus 11.
26.
So 26.
So, hang on, I have to do some math. 26. Alrighty. Another Kruthic from that swarm has died.
Great. And then I have another flurry. Let's actually. Can they give me another con save?
They can try.
They can fail too.
I don't think this time, bud. 25.
25. Okay. Second flurry. Oh, that sucks. That's a 12. It
12,
was almost a
unfortunately.
28.
Does not hit.
Wow. Oh wait,
Alright.
no, I have an advantage.
Yeah. You've had advantage on all these, homie. So if you
Ah.
want to crit fish a few times, you're more than likely.
29.
29 absolutely hits.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So, wow. Once again, I keep rolling the 1. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
Gotta get this man some physical dice.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna spend another key point for them to give me another con save.
Alrighty. That's lower. That is a 16.
Yeah, they're stunned.
Alrighty.
Yeah, another one.
Mm-hmm. And I think that will be.
Out of curiosity, would a 17 have passed?
A 17 would have passed.
Then you're very lucky that you took out that one Kruthic before this one.
Good. If that is the case, they're stunned. And what I'm going to do is.
Or going full it man over here.
Basically.
Okay, so I think what Balor is going to do is he's going to move. This is 35.
There is a movement feature if you want to move your character as you're measuring.
Ah,
So while you're using the measure tool up top, there's a little button that looks like a little dude running. If you click that and then you click and drag borrow, it'll tell you how far he's moving.
Yeah. Took me a second to remember that feature.
wow. Okay, so here would move 35.
Mhm.
And then from there, 20. So I'm going to say that Bar is going to move there.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm going to say is, if allowed, DM, when he moves, like when he made his way from like here to pass through the tunnel where the swarm was,
yeah,
he will try to make sure that they see him before he goes behind that corner.
Well, I can see you. They can't really do shit about it.
Yeah, I know they can't. I just want them for. Well, actually, no, because they're stunned, so they wouldn't be able to move anywhere on their turn.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Until your next turn, at least.
Yeah. And one of the swarms is currently following Clucky up, and the other one.
Two of them. Yeah.
Are both going up right now?
Only one for now.
Only one for now. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is what I'm gonna do for now.
All right.
Is that your turn then?
I'm trying to make sense of it. No, I'm not gonna move.
You're going to stay there? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Clucky, 70 feet up in the cavern above.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Watches as they swarm on poor Raja and impale him and back into his little fluff ball. You hear Clucky scream out, "No, you fucking bastards!" And he's just gonna wail on this fucking stalactite and get it to crumble down on top of these motherfuckers.
Give me an athletics check.
I am raging, so
Alright.
that gives me advantage, which I'm very fortunate for. I like how the first roll was a 4 and the second roll was a fucking nat 1. That's great. That's fine, because my athletics is a plus 11. So 15 on that first check.
15 is the number I had in mind. Are you bringing down this stalactite?
Yeah, I'm bringing it down. Might I even be bold enough to say Clucky's probably writing it down from up top?
I'll allow it if you're okay with taking the fall damage.
Clucky's a little pissed off. Yeah, he's yeah.
Alrighty. 70 feet, that's 76. So 6 plus 6, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20, 23 points of bludgeoning damage to Kruthik, Swarm, 1, 2, and Clucky. Or sorry, 1, 3, and Clucky. Shit, I just lost a number. What was it, 23?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, definitely did a big number on them. Technically, I was going to rule, because since you did this with your Great Club, I was going to rule that as an attack, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
10 bag of tricks. Nope, I'm equip it. I just need to look into it. That takes an action to pull one out. That's fine. Yeah. I'd say on his way down, he'll also be chugging another potion.
All right. You still have an attack if you want to take a swing.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Cool. That works.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do. Yeah. So as he's writing it, the stalactite down, he's gonna take a quick potion break. That's gonna be 7 plus 2, 9 points of healing, and then he's going to wail on these bitches for hurting poor Raja. I'm not trusting you anymore. You rolled too low. Hey, that's a nat 20. Fuck yeah, Clucky. All right. Yeah. All right, great club. That's 8 plus a d8 plus 6 plus 3. That's 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 6 is 21. Yep. Man, I should have called fucking Great Weapon Master on that. That would have been... So 21 points of damage. Plus 3, 24.
24 points of damage.
That could have been 30... Oh, wait, no, this is brutal critical. This is a brutal critical. I forgot about this fucking feature.
Add your max again, then.
So 6... Another 8. So that's 32.
32 total?
Yeah.
Okay, math.
Wait.
Got it.
Wait, no, brutal critical. I get an extra weapon die to roll.
Yeah, but since we do crunchy crits, I treat that as an additional full dice.
Okay. So instead of rolling it, you just go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. 32 points.
Hell yeah. You've taken out another Kruthik in Swarm number 1 and heavily injured the next one.
Yeah, buddy. All right.
That will be it for Mr. McCluckerson then.
Indubitably.
Alrighty, Kruthik Swarm number 1.
Oh, wait, no, I already used my bonus action to take a potion. Damn.
You didn't attack recklessly, did you?
No, I didn't.
You did?
I always attack reckless, yeah.
Okay. Oh, they have advantage anyway, pack tactics, I forgot.
Yeah.
So, rolling. Alrighty. That is
especially with these guys, yeah, I'm definitely attacking recklessly. I'm giving me all the weaponry here. Dirty 20 hits.
Okay. 33, which you'll reduce to 16. And then second attack. Oop. Where is it? You didn't land in the tray. Oh, rolling low. Alrighty. Plus that 17.
Hits.
Alrighty, so shit. 36 reduced to 18 points of damage.
All right, I gotta start reining it in. All right, got it.
Alrighty, Janai, it is your turn once again.
Okay. I am going to throw. I would get advantage on the one that Borrow's dealing with automatically.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Angle. Yes. I would like to throw my psychic blade
Hell yeah.
at.
Psychic blade.
Yeah. I've never attacked with a physical blade. It's that same like cutting, high pitched, shrill noise that you hear every time Janai makes an attack.
Yes.
Physical blades are for commoners. Come on.
24 to hit.
24 absolutely hits.
Okay. So that is 6 base, and then sneaking attack 36
Total?
points of damage. Yes.
All right, so 36 total. That's going to be.
Ooh. I get 2 additional weapon damages, damage dice for brutal critical. So that's another 8.
Okay,
So 40. Sorry.
another 8.
It's fine.
Got it. Alrighty.
And then
Janai, you
Bonus
reduced another Kruthic from that swarm.
sick. And then bonus action.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will do it again. Or
Swarms are so cool. You still have advantage, but you do not get sneak attack.
Yes. Only 20 this time.
Still hits.
Cool. Another 8 damage.
Alrighty. Okay. Anything else for Janai?
No, it was action, bonus action. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with where they're positioned because I have options still. So, yep, I'm good.
Okay. Kruthic Swarm 2, still stunned. Kruthic Swarm 3. Oh, this is what I want to do. Ooh. So this is going to be a retroactive thing.
You tell.
Okay. We're gonna.
Are they splitting off?
Another one?
Well, it's split because this is going to be Kruthic Swarm 3A, which is on the ground, and then Kruthic Swarm 3B, which is still in the air, because knocking the stalagmite through this one on the wall, half of them fell to the ground. So all of those bonuses and stuff that they get for being in a swarm, Kruthic
Is
Swarm
reduced.
3 is cut in half.
Sweet.
So Kruthic Swarm 3A trying to attack Clucky. Now you're about to see exactly how much this changes. That's a 7 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Oh, that is still a natural 20, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
However, oh shit. I fucked up damage a little bit.
You have not been doing. You've been doing too much.
That's it. We won.
Yeah, but only from swarm number 1 on Clucky, which I think hit both times on that one. Second round would have hit 2 again, so 1, 2. And then third round would have hit twice again, or no, did miss once. Yeah, I know that it's not a lot, but Clucky, go ahead and take 3 points of damage. Or no, sorry, 4 points of damage back.
I'll take it.
So Kruthic Swarm A then, that did just hit you with a crit, is going to be 15 plus. Six, 25 points of damage reduced to
13. 12.
12. And then Kruthic Swarm B is going to descend that 40 feet again to attack you once more.
Hey!
That is an 11 to hit.
Miss.
I just want to make sure that I'm not shortchanging on that end. Yeah, that's going to be what it is. So then 22 to hit for the second one.
Yeah.
So 15 plus 6, 21 reduced to 10 points of damage.
Yeah, Clucky, get your head in the game.
Alrighty. Borrow, you are up next.
Wonderful. I'm going to say I'm going to go ahead and attack the stun swarm.
Alrighty.
It'll be 30 to hit.
That hits.
So that's a total of 5 slashing plus 6. So 11 total for 6 lightning.
Sneak attack.
And snake attack is a d6. That'll be 4.
So what's that, a total of 15 for the whole attack?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. That's
And
your first
then
attack.
So yeah, second attack is 22 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Total of 8 points of slashing plus 8 points of lightning.
So 16. So you reduce the swarm again. Anything for your bonus action?
You know what? No. Because one of the things that I realized, which is actually kind of fun, is so. Okay, would 10 feet of difference based on like the swarm attacking me and how I've seen it move? Are they that aware? Do they seem that aware? Like the 10 feet difference of like how far I move versus how far they move? Like if I were to, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to basically move the 50 feet, but I'm trying to basically make it in a way so it's like I'm trying to lure them and like take like, but make sure that I'm at that 10 feet distance away from them. You know?
Okay. So, like, if this was an MMO, you would be attempting to kite them, is what you're saying.
Kind of. So,
Kind
like,
of. You don't want to run too far away that they get disinterested.
right. So, basically, I would want to move my 50 feet for this turn, which should be there. What? Why didn't it work? Ah, here. So basically, like, go all the way here.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a way to like potentially if they come my I just realized that the little ring and the character are separate.
Gotta attach them.
Why are they not?
Well, you ended up just grabbing the ring instead of borrow, so you got to kind of like aim towards the middle, which was difficult to do because they were in a swarm. So
yeah, but anyway, yeah. So basically, like the idea is that I'm trying to do that thing of like move create that distance, but make sure that it's like they think they can get me. And
Yeah.
they're not. Because one of the things that I realized is that I'm currently wielding a glaive, which
Yep.
is a 10 feet range. So I can actually hit them, at least within physical contact, like melee damage, keeping the distance exactly of the amount of difference between my length and theirs.
Yeah. I will remind you that they did shoot a volley of spikes at you earlier.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair. Alrighty. Will that be it for Barrow?
Yes.
All right, Clucky, you are up.
All right. Clucky's hurt. So we're going to disengage.
All right.
I gotta get out of this swarm. They're fucking me up too much.
Okay.
Where am I gonna go? You gotta choke them down a little bit. So I'm gonna lead them into the tunnel. I'm gonna fly overhead of them, fly into the tunnel. I got 60 feet of flight. We'll switch from the Great Club over to the Dragon Lance, and as I'm flying through the tunnel, I'm dragging the haft of the pike along the wall to generate noise to attract their attention.
I like it.
That's my action to disengage. Bonus action, I'll take another potion as I'm flying through the tunnel.
Hell yeah.
And that will end my turn. Again.
Alrighty. Swarm number 1 now has to try to catch its dinner. 40 feet of movement. And then Clucky, go ahead. You may make a dexterity saving throw.
That's 44 plus 4. I'm using my 1 greater healing potion. 8, 12, 14, 20. Nope. 16. 4, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12. 14 plus 4, 18. There we go.
18 does succeed, so you'll take...
Oh, that was my healing potion, sorry.
Oh, my bad.
All right. And then this is a dexterity saving throw, so I have advantage because of danger sense.
Yep.
Out of my tray, please. Thank you. The metal D20s have been doing me good today, so we're keep rolling with them. Well, that ran out. You motherfucker. As soon as I said something. 11.
11 does not pass, so you will take all of this and then reduce because piercing damage. So... 3 is 24 plus 28 halved would be 14 points of piercing damage.
I'm glad I took that fucking potion. Shit.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to Janai. Your turn, my friend.
Sweet. I will aim for one of the ones that are fucking Clucky up. Can I hide first? Or will Clucky being there give me advantage?
Clucky is no longer there.
He flew into the tunnels. Yeah.
6 is it? Oh, yes. The situation has changed since I messed up the map.
That's fine.
Cool. How far is this? Where's the...
This one's still stunned, isn't it?
No.
He didn't re it up.
I was trying to kite.
He didn't re up the stunning strike, so it ended when Barrow ended his turn.
Got it.
Alright. Clucky's a bit far for me right now. Well, no. Actually, I could. Wait, if I... Let me rejig my thought process 1 second. If I do that, then I can do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll help Clucky out. I I'll will. I'll have some will. Uh, I'll move 40 foot, my movement here,
Okay.
and do a psychic blade.
Ooh.
Probably this one, which is Swarm 3A, or are you trying to shoot down the tunnel?
I'll do 3A because
Okay.
it's split apart.
Yeah.
So it would be easier to do something about that because I don't have sneak attack.
Right.
Because I have not hidden, so it's not going to be a lot. I can navigate a character sheet. I can do this.
We believe
You can
in
do
you.
it.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I'm trying. It's only 18.
18 still hits.
Bitchin'.
Tight.
So no sneak attack, but you do get to do some damage to it.
Yeah, so that's 7 damage.
Alrighty.
And then I am going to expend one of my I'll expend one of my psionic die to utilize my teleport, and I'm going
Oh, I forgot that soul knives can do that. Hey, you turn
Yeah.
yourself into the fourth Hokage.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to turn east. No, Barrow's to the east. I'll turn west.
East. Alrighty.
East. I can throw the blade up
To 50 feet, I believe. Oh, yeah.
It's 10 times the number I rolled, which was a 6, so 60 foot.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to.
That is
I
a
don't-
lot of places, actually.
Yeah.
I love Soul Knife Rogues. Marbeck was the goat.
Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. I'll throw it so it hits somewhere here. I won't do the full 60. I'll just
Okay.
go down this way.
That is fair.
Rumor has it Marbeck's new moniker is Marbeck the Spiteful.
Rumor has it that there is a hit squad coming after my butt. Anyway, Cruiser Swarm number 2. Now that it can do something, 40 feet in this general area. Okay, that's within 20 feet. Borrow, my good sir, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That'll be a 25.
25 passes, you have evasion, so you take no damage.
Indeed.
Excellente. 3A over here. This one, so unfortunately, this did help you split things, but they do have tremor sense, so they will come over here and
That's okay.
swarm on Janai. This is 3A, so I have to do this or else I'm going to screw myself up. There we go. Alrighty, Janai. That is a 16 to hit. Oh, wait, never mind. 30, 20 to hit. Nope. 19 to hit. Does not hit. Does not hit?
Doesn't hit now because Barrow gave me
Shield.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I rolled when I got
Let's see
attacked, I
if
rolled
they'll-
my con, so I'm still holding.
And then that one is lower, so both attacks miss. Absolutely. So that'll be 5A. 5B going to try and give chase to Mr. McCluckerson.
Yeah, buddy.
30, 35, 40. Gets them there. You, sir, can make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, black and silver, black and gold, black and silver. That's a 22 dexterity save.
All right, so that passes. You'll take half of this, so 15, 19, 20. So half is going to be 10. Half again is 5 piercing damage.
Love it when I pass a saving throw. Fuck.
Hell yes. That was B, so Borrow, back up to you, sir.
Wonderful. Rinse and repeat. The creatures reached as far as they could, and they are 10 feet away from me, which means that I can still attack them.
Yeah.
Now, because I have little guy, I can roll my first roll
Your
of
first
attack,
attack with
an
advantage. Yeah.
It's going to be a 23 to hit.
Absolutely hits. Go ahead, roll damage and add sneak attack.
Slashing damage 10 plus slashing damage 10 plus 1 of lightning. I don't think I get sneak attack because they're not surprised. Like
You
it's
had
not.
advantage.
That's true.
Yep, that's all that counts. You had advantage.
2 points of sneak attack. So 2 points of sneak attack, 1 point of lightning, and then what was it?
D6.
Where is my? No. Sorry. So it was 10 points of the slashing, 1 point of lightning, 2 points of sneak. So 13 points total.
13 points total. Excellent. Second attack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Second attack was in that one.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, not going to cut the mustard this time.
I don't get advantage on that, no.
Nope.
Okay.
Anything for your bonus action?
I'm thinking. None of these guys. How small is this swarm looking?
This swarm has 5 members left in it.
5 members left. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the key point for flurry of blows.
Alrighty. You will have to get a little closer.
This is true.
Might need to play the long game.
That's what I'm thinking. Let me measure something real quick.
Should have realized that myself a while ago before I got down to as low as I am now. 'Cause I can survive these ranged attacks. Taking on those melee attacks was a bit of a oopsie on my part.
It's a little bit of a struggle.
So, bonus action.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to strategize.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that for borrow, what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna move. So borrow. Sir DM,
Yes.
the wall behind borrow,
Uh-huh.
is there enough of it that borrow could potentially move 50 feet up and perch himself somewhere?
That wall goes directly up and through the ceiling of this cavern 70 feet up.
70 feet up.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say that borrow, what borrow's actually going to do is borrow is just going to wall run 50 feet and just basically latch himself there
Okay.
and kind of like just poise himself in this way of like being
Roger.
there, like, oh yeah, come get me, but again, just like that, just keeping himself with the 10 feet separation. That's
Gotta focus your chi at your feet, man. Focus your chi at your feet.
Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and just borrow's name piece here. And so 50. Got it. Alrighty. That'll be it for Borrow. Clucky, it is your turn.
All right. Since I'm outside of direct melee, I can still make melee attacks with the Dragonlance Pike because that is a 10-foot reach weapon as well.
Yes, it is.
So let's do that. And they have 40 feet movement. Okay, yeah. I'm almost tempted to keep running, but we gotta whittle these guys down little by little. So we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 attacks, reckless. No, not reckless, but I am going to use Great Weapon Master on these 2 hits. So instead of a plus 14, that's a plus 9. That's a 15 on that first hit. That's a miss. That's a 23 on that second hit.
23 on the second hit. Absolutely
Yeah.
hits.
All right, that's a D10 plus 9.
What was the first hit?
15.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it.
So 8 plus 9 is 17 plus 3 for rage. Plus 10. What's that? 17 plus 3, 10, 20 plus 10. 30 points of damage on that from the Dragonlance Pike. These
That's
creatures
on
don't...
3D?
Yes, the closest one within range. Right, and they don't happen to be dragon kin, do they?
Let me see here. No, they're not.
Bullshit. Got this cool Dragonlance Pike, and I can't stab no dragon.
What was the total damage on it? I'm sorry?
30. 30 points of
30.
damage.
Oh, hot shit. Alrighty. That was your second attack. Anything else for Mr. Cluckerson?
He's going to maintain the distance and fly another 60 feet. Let's go, cha. Yep.
Ooh.
Didn't mean to do that. There you go. You go right back where you came from, mate. There you go. Cheerios. And then bonus action, another potion of healing.
Alrighty. Might be all.
That will end his turn. I will be rolling that healing now.
Alrighty, Kruthik Swarm number 1. It's this one here. Nope, I need this.
Sweet tits. That's
40.
So-
Ooh. 40 does not get it in line of sight, so it's going to have to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. With its dash, it will envelop you, but that's its action. It can't do anything else. Janai, you are up, my friend, in a swarm of Kruthik. What would you like to do?
Oh, it's so fun.
do a barrel roll.
I've been contemplating whether or not I want to move. I'm gonna punch one.
Okay. You do know that your punches do not provoke or do not add sneak attack.
Yes, I
You also cannot sneak attack. Just that's true. Redundancy is flowing from my mouth. Anyway,
it's fine. That's a 29 to hit.
Jesus, yes, that hits.
That's
Go ahead,
only
give me some
6.
damage. 6 points of damage.
D6. I rolled a 1 on the D6.
Got it.
And then I'm going to disengage.
Has a bonus action.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I'll go ahead to move a bit further down the tunnel, the 40 feet that I can move. They're gonna be on top of me again, but that's alright.
That's all right. Alrighty. All set. Kruthik Swarm number 2 then. Going to move. Let's see here how this works out. 15 to get under Borrow, which means 25 feet up. Alrighty. So that puts them 25 feet away from Borrow. So, sir, make a dexterity saving throw. However, you have advantage due to range.
26.
Absolutely passes because you have evasion. You take no damage. Kruthik Swarm 3A. This one over here. That's 3B. 3A is the one chasing Janai. So 40 feet to envelop the rogue again. So 2 attacks. And this is 3A. Okay. Rolling like garbage. That's an 11 to hit. And second one, a little better. That is, that a lot better. That's a 24 to hit.
It do be hitting. So I'm gonna uncanny dodge whatever you hit me with.
Alright. So that is 15 plus 4, 19 points of damage. You will reduce to 9 points of piercing damage.
Thank you very much.
Hell yes. That'll be it for Swarm 3A. 3B. "40 feet gets into the end of the tunnel. Clucky. I need to measure distance now from here. 20. Yes, Clucky. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. I saw the word fuck.
13. 13 to save.
13 to save. This is from 3B, right? Meets
Yes.
it, beats it. So you will take half of this again. So 15, 19, 22 halved would be 11. Halved because of raging would be 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Absolutely. That'll be 3B. Borrow, back to your turn. You have a swarm 25 feet below you.
Wonderful. Sir DM,
Sir player.
if Borrow were to let go of the ledge
Uh-huh.
to strike as he meets the swarm,
Yeah.
would that grant extra damage because of the gravity of the 25 feet that he is falling as he's coming down?
If you had asked me before Castleton, I would have said no. However, this is exactly what Rob Hartley did to me in my final fight of that show, which basically means I will roll fall damage before you strike, and if you hit, that is bonus damage to whatever you hit with.
Wonderful. In that case, let's just assume that Borrow is basically seeing this thing coming up, reaching about 25 feet, and then Borrow just has that moment where he just lets go and starts falling with the glade coming in. And it's just this, he literally starts spinning to create like a spiraling motion with the glade.
So you will be falling 50 feet.
Yeah, which is fine
Okay.
because my slow fall
So
allows
falling
me
out
to
at the last.
reduce up to 60, which means that I wouldn't take any damage from that fall.
Ain't that nice?
Mm-hmm. Gotta get creative.
Alrighty. Go ahead, roll the hit.
Little guy gives me advantage on the first one.
Yes.
Wow. That's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit. You have a second attack. Go ahead, give it a shot.
27.
That does hit. Go ahead, roll your damage and add 12.
So it's going to be 9 slashing.
Dude, just went Levi on these.
I got advantage, so I get the d6 as well.
You didn't have advantage on your second attack.
Oh, that's true.
You missed with the first one.
So 9 plus 3 lightning. That's 12 plus how much you said?
12, so 24 total.
24 total. So
You knock one of these off the wall completely, and it is dead.
here's the thing, though. I would like for them to give me a con saving throw.
Okay.
Well played.
All right. So that's gonna
Eren
be,
Jaeger!
that's going to be a hot 7.
So, technically speaking, as Barrow falls down, he does this spin. The first one misses, but he uses the momentum to do the second one, and that slash basically strikes all of them, stuns them, and technically speaking, now they're also falling the 25 feet because they're stunned.
Yep, they are. Will that be the end of your turn?
It's raining men. Or in this case, Kuthrik.
Because technically, you would have fallen after all that happened.
Yeah, so I
And you
basically
still have your
landed.
bonus action and movement because you just fell.
I know. I know this. I think one thing, if allowed, I think Barrow would try as a free action to communicate with Clucky and Janai to check on them. Like he would
Do it up.
basically, he
That
would
gives me time
basically,
to put condition markers.
yeah, he would probably use here. Is everyone doing okay?
Yeah, a bit hard. Doing all right, though.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Could use some help.
that's what I needed to hear. So Clucky says he needs some help.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's been doing good. He's had the bulk of the swarm focused on him, which is good.
yeah,
For
no,
the
I mean,
re-
he's been doing the job, but I also want to make sure that I gotta take care of the chicken.
Just wish I would have utilized the Dragon Lance in its full capacity before I got to this point.
I'm going to say that Barrow responds to Clucky. If you can hold for a little bit longer, I can try to make my way to you. Otherwise, try to make my way to me. I'm close to the eastern wall of the tower. Right side of the door.
Oh, right side. How can you tell which direction is which?
No time. And I'm going to say that I'm going to stay where I am. I'm not going to use a bonus action. Yeah, because they're stunned, so they can't really hit me right now.
Gotcha. So you're just going to stay right there in the swarm. I like it. Clucky, it would be your turn. You are also in a swarm yourself. What would you like to do?
Shit. If only I had a potion of haste or something like that. That would make things so much easier. I have to get out of this swarm. I can't be taking any more direct hits like I have been. So I'm gonna disengage again. Do I do something risky? No, I don't have the resources for it. I can't do it right now. So we're gonna be smart. Yeah, disengage. Fly 60 feet out. If I can see. Can you stop grabbing the ring, you son of a bitch? Grab Clucky. I want Clucky, not the ring. The ring can fuck off.
The One Ring.
The one ring to rule them all. The one ring to bind them. Barbosa is here.
Why is Barbosa talking about the One Ring? Obviously, that's Harry Potter.
60 feet out. Yep. Okay, that's 630 here. Another 30 that way. Okay. I can take those ranged attacks. I can't take any more direct attacks. And I would rather be close to some friends so I could start utilizing my shield ability in its full capacity. That's my action to disengage, movement, bonus action.
I think that technically you are no longer raging then. If this is
Nope,
about to be the end of your turn.
I have persistent rage. It does not drop unless I will it to. As long-
We've gotten to those levels, folks.
Yeah, buddy. So I can willingly not to. And on top of that, I took damage last round.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah.
That being said, yeah, I don't have anything for my bonus as of right now, so that will end my turn. That's a lie. I'm taking another potion. I gotta stay ahead of this damage here.
Clucky's about to get drunk.
Clucky is hurting. That's another 2d4 plus 2, 5 plus, so 7. So another 7 points of healing. Good. All right.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Do you have this many potions? Do you have any more?
I got one left after this one.
All right. I fucking love it. That's it for Clucky. Crucix
God
Swan number
forbid.
1.
God forbid anyone down in the actual.
Yeah, we should have kept at least one person that's capable of healing in this group.
Borrows that.
That's true. That's true.
Speaking borrow can.
Alrighty. Getting to this point, Clucky, dexterity saving throw from ya.
I can handle
DC
it.
16.
It's a nat 20, bitches. I rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1. Thank God.
You'll take half of 24 plus 27, and then 28. So half of that is 14, and then half again for raging is going to be 7 points of piercing
You
damage.
just removed the whole potion that I just took. What the fuck?
Hey, it could have been worse. That you could have not had that potion. I think what you mean to say is that you prevented the next attack.
I did, essentially. I did.
Mr. Glass half empty. Janai, it is your turn again.
Tis. I'm gonna punch him again.
Punch him, punch him, punch him.
Unarmed streak.
This is 3.
This.
Got it.
Why aren't you showing up? Thank you.
I don't know.
That was unsuccessful. That's a 13.
13 does not hit.
That's fine. I'm going to take my little
I'm
psionic
in trouble.
blade, a teleport.
Hell yeah.
Clever. Get another 6.
I'll try. See, you're gonna say that, and then I'm gonna get a 1. Hold, please.
Holding.
10.
Oh no! I mean, that gets you outside of the immediate danger area. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going north again for Matt's sake.
Hey, I got this whole map for a reason. You can go whatever way you want. I'm just playing cameraman over here.
I'm going north again. So measure. If I do this, then I can go up to 100 foot.
That was a D6 that you roll. Am I wrong? What do you roll?
It's a D10.
Holy shit. That's fucking awesome. Here, I thought that last time you rolled max.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just
Uh,
middle of
I
the
want
road.
to
That's nuts.
go here. I think.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, damn.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's unfortunately my bonus action to do that, so I can't hide. But
True. You can move more.
I can.
You didn't use any of your movement units.
Oh, you rolled a D10. You rolled a 10 on it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on the
100 feet.
D10.
That's wild.
What do I want to do? If I have 40
What's even
foot of movement.
crazier about that ability is you could use that as an attack still and teleport that far away up to a target. That's fucking crazy.
Yes, but why would I want to teleport to a target? Okay, can I teleport here, then do like a 6 slide across this stair, and
Absolutely.
then go on the other side here?
Yeah.
That's because that's exactly 40.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. Alrighty. Kruthik Swarm number 2 is stunned, so fuck right off, sir. Kruthik Swarm number 3A is the one that you just bammed the fuck away from. So I need to figure out what is a 60-foot radius. No one. It can detect its friend over here.
These things have a burrowing speed. I would be terrified if they did.
Yep, they do.
Oh god damn it. Why did I say that? They're gonna link up with their friends and reform. Ugh.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Right there. Need the movement so that I know things. 20 feet. Burrow actually gets them through. They then have 20 feet of regular movement left. They're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Gets them there. 3B, however, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And yes, I am going to remove this token as they assimilate into one swarm again.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Alrighty. But that is where they're going to end up having to end their turn. Borrow, it is your turn.
All right. I will also want to let you know that I reviewed what KJ sent me back in the day about Little Guy.
Uh-huh.
There's a thing that says Inspiring Help, extra 1d6 to the d20 roll of the person who is helped. If for an attack roll, the bonus can be forgone and added to the damage roll instead.
Bullshit.
So technically speaking, I could have added some extra, but I'm going to...
Thank you, KJ.
Thank you, KJ. All right, so I am here with my stunned little swarm. So that's advantage already. 29 to hit.
29 to hit absolutely hits.
So advantage, that means sneak attack as well. So that's going to be 4 points of slashing.
And just because I can do this, KJ says you're welcome.
Sorry, what did I say? 4 points?
Yeah.
So 4 points plus 2 sneak. That's 6. Plus 1 lightning. And then, technically speaking, I have that d6 from Little Guy. So that's 4, 6, 7, and 2. So 9 total, I believe.
9 total.
Yes, I think so.
On this one already. Got it.
Second
That's
attack,
Yep.
also 29 to hit.
Also hits.
It's going to be a total of 7 slashing
Alrighty.
plus 5 lightning.
Got it.
How many are left in this swarm?
Still 4.
Still 4. Let's, you know what? Let's get this. I'm gonna spend that key point for flurry of blows.
Alrighty.
So it's gonna be 22 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's gonna be a total of 12 bludgeoning damage.
12 bludgeoning damage. So there are now 3 left in the swarm, which means I have to do this.
They're no longer a swarm?
They are
Are they-
still a swarm. They are a smaller swarm that now is a large size creature instead of a huge one.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 key point, and I'm gonna use for Hand of Harm. So it's gonna be 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then second flurry.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
And I'll say, give me a con saving throw.
Alrighty. That is a total of 6, so they will remain stunned.
Great. Borrow, I think, is going to reach to the group as he says, I have an idea. I have an idea of something we may try. Janai, I think you would be good for this. And Borrow, since this is a mental connection, would you say that the way that I can communicate with you doesn't necessarily need to be words? It can be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Tinnock has communicated with images before, so
great. So this is what Borrow is actually going to communicate to you. Borrow is going to make you have the feeling of what he is thinking is using long range strikes while being in the visual between like 2 swarms. So basically what he's thinking of doing is trying to attack one swarm from like near an area where the other swarm is to try to see if the swarms actually get enemy against each other. So he's trying to communicate to you, if you are capable of doing, can you try to get in a way where there's 2 swarms that you can attack one from an angle that may feel like the swarm thinks is the other swarm, to see if you can actually create a rattle in between the 2. He wouldn't do
Log
that.
of battle.
He wouldn't say that's a Clucky because, you know, we know how Clucky is.
don't know if I can execute it, but I can try.
So yeah, he communicates that with you. He's like, I haven't tried it. You can sense that it's just a thought. He's just thinking about it. But I will say, yeah, I'm gonna say that that's going to be Borrow's turn. He's gonna stay where he is with the stun group.
Okay.
Shut the front door.
Clucky, you are up next.
Yeah, buddy. All right. We're going to fly 30 feet this way, okay?
Alrighty.
And while I'm here, and since, you know, these lovely individuals are already stunned and I don't have to worry about them taking opportunity attacks on me, I'm going to go ahead and slap the shit out of them with Dragon Lance.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go ahead and call it a Great Weapon Master, because I want to try and knock out as many of these guys as I can.
Absolutely.
And it's advantage because they are stunned.
Yep. They're stunned and prone.
24 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's the first strike. $25 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's 20 damage right out the gate. Now I gotta roll all the additional damage here. That's a D10 two times. All right, 4, 2. That's 4 and 2. That's 6 plus 18, 24, 44. 44 damage plus 6 for rage. So 50.
Okay, so. Alrighty, now I need to.
All right. So what this visually will look like for the audience. Clucky
There are
emerges.
2 members left from this one in that swarm.
Ooh. And how many was there?
10.
Originally? No.
Oh wait, it went from 3 to 2.
So okay. So I only took out one of them. Okay, cool. So for the audience, what you guys see is Clucky kind of like breaks the sound barrier, exiting this tunnel with like a bat out of hell because he's pretty fucked up and bloody. He turns and sees Barrow over there standing around a bunch of incapacitated Kuthric and decides, "Oh, this is a good opportunity to get a quick kill in," and just beelines it. You see like a little wedge of dust flying from behind him as he drags the dragon pike up behind him and just lops the head off of one of them and just arcs 30 feet up vertically. And that will keep me within range to protect my friends with my spear shield.
Alrighty. They're gonna need it. Will that be it for Clucky?
That will end his turn 30 feet in the air near Barrow. Thank God.
Swarm number 1, 40 feet of movement. Do, 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 do. 40. Janai. How you doing, buddy? Hi.
Look good.
Shit.
It's fine.
Shit.
It's
First
real
attack.
fine. Don't worry about it.
That one's cocked. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty.
Pythagorean
Only
theorem.
does.
Wait, with Pythagorean theorem,
Pythagorean theorem.
shit. A squared equals B squared equals C squared.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out if I'm still within 30 feet of you.
27 points of damage, which Uncanny Dodge will reduce to 13.
So Clucky's currently 30 feet in the air.
I think that probably puts you further away from me if you're going at an angle.
What distance do you need?
30 feet.
So you're 30 feet in the air. The hypotenuse of a triangle is longer than either of the two sides. You being 30 feet in the air, the hypotenuse by definition would be longer.
Yeah, you're further. It's fine. How many did you say?
13.
13.
Yeah, and then second attack. Not nearly as high, so that's going to be a 16 to hit.
It does not.
Alrighty. Sounds good there. That is that one. Janai, it is now your turn. If you would like to answer this swarm.
6. I wish it wasn't so close to me. It's fine though. Let me see. What I can do is help eliminate the one that Borrow is currently dealing with right now. Also because I get sneak attack. I get sneak attack on that one, and I want the damage. Sure. So I will roll a die, and things might happen.
Things might happen.
25 to hit.
25 absolutely hits.
So So that is 10 base damage, and then click clacks 22, so 32 damage.
There is one member left from this swarm, which means I have to reduce this size one more time because they are medium creatures.
And then I'm going to actually. Am I gonna stay here?
Get closer. Get closer to Clucky.
Closer to. No.
Clucky can protect you.
I don't need protection.
But are you going to protect him from the opportunity attack he's going to take to get closer to you?
It does put the Janai within range, though.
So we did talk about earlier how, you were like, hey, I, took this potion and you made it worthless. And I said, no, you mitigated the damage that was incoming. Are you mitigating damage or are you causing an attack?
I will be mitigating damage and causing damage because they will take the same amount of damage that they dish out if from what I prevent.
Here's the thing, because Janai moving out of their range, that would be moving from this spot here to this one here. You said your range was 30 feet. To hit Janai, they have to be directly under you. Where the Pythagoras flies.
Here's the ultimate thing that I'm moving on. I don't want us all in one place. So I'm that's not happening. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna disengage as a bonus action and just do where's my little come back. I'm actually gonna move this way. I'm gonna slide back over to here.
That imagery is beautiful. Just like, running away from a swarm, slide over the stairs. Just like, oh, great. Another swarm comes up. Slide back over the stairs.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to attract the one that's down here. So that is
very good point.
That is my move. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Like,
that'd be all.
Come back. I have to do the plan that Barrow wants. Come back.
Alrighty. If that is all, then Kruthik number 2, who is stunned. Kruthik swarm.
Oh wait, no, I didn't actually. That was my. Oh no, it is. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Actually, wait a minute, because you could have disengaged as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
So your action is still available.
No, because I used my action to strike.
To attack.
The one in the
group 2.
Oh, you didn't do damage. Whoops. Sorry, brain just did not do the thing for a second. It's okay. We're good. Kruthik swarm number 3.
Back to Kruthik 2. You need to do 2's turn.
Well, they're stunned. Wait, no. Because Barrow did not stun them last turn, right?
No.
Which one is 2?
The one
The
that
top right corner.
Yeah, they are stunned because that's
They
how
were until the end of Barrow's turn.
Yeah. After I didn't stun them in the last.
Oh.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did. The last
Yeah,
one.
no, I did.
So,
Yeah,
all right. On to Kruthik 3. Kruthik swarm 3. Okay. We're professionals, guys.
We're getting there.
40 feet.
How dare you step over the body of my dead cat?
Oh, I'm stepping through it.
It's a ball of
20. So, Janai, you may make a dexterity saving throw at advantage.
Lovely. I also have evasion.
I know you do. So this is probably not going to do anything, but it is its turn.
Dex save advantage. Roll, please.
This is number 3. Okay.
25.
Absolutely passes. You will take no damage. So back to the top. Borrow.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
So
One Kruthic left living from swarm number 2. Currently stunned. Currently prone.
I wanted to point out that I realized that I have been fighting with less damage than I actually can do because at my current level, I can actually use Hand of Harm without using key points whenever I use Flurry of Blows.
Well, shit.
So technically speaking, every time that I've done Flurry of Blows, I would have added necrotic damage on top of that for
So
no
if anybody dies, it's Borrow's fault. No, I'm kidding.
It's fine. It'll buff out.
It'll buff.
Okay, so I have advantage on this thingy.
Protection from Clucky.
Oh, that'll be a nat 20.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Borrow,
so
you can roll if you want big damage, but it's got 10 HP.
Yeah, I figured as much.
It's got 10 HP left.
So I think that Borrow at that point is this, the Clucky comes in, Janai adds another damage to this thing, and eventually the last one of that swarm is there. And Borrow just has that moment of just like raising the glaive and just giving that final strike of this thing and just slicing through it, bringing it down. He looks at Clucky and is just, "Are you all right?"
I'll be fine.
And so here's something that I need to take a look at right now. Okay, so Sir DM,
Sir Player.
as per the plan that I added to, did I suggest it to Janai?
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to throw a dart at the swarm number 3, since I am behind swarm number 1, could I attempt to try to get that swarm to feel as though they are being attacked by that other swarm?
Deception check.
Give me an insight check. And actually, since this was supposed to be now that I'm thinking about this, in conjunction with Janai, who we've discussed with group calls, Tanakh is able to hear. Can Tanakh give me an insight check with advantage? Because if one of you can't do it, the other one might.
It's a 25 for Borrow.
Okay.
You're muted.
It's only 17.
17. Even still, I think that is enough. So for Borrow, you think that the problem might end up being that they could recognize if like one of the Kruthic spikes was tossed at them. A dart, although it would possibly feel the same, it wouldn't take them long to realize that it is not, in fact, a Kruthic dart. It is something else. Tanakh, you would understand from dealing with these things before, they're not necessarily a hive mind. They are, in fact, a hive. They do work together. They all came from the same place. So the likelihood of getting these two swarms to actually fight each other are few and far between. Although with this, I will say you could potentially get, as Tanakh would know them, 2 hive lords to potentially begin a match for dominance. However, there are no hive lords present.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying that it is a very small chance.
Landed on the moon.
All right, so so we don't have the ability to potentially get these guys to fight each other. However, how about an attack to one of the individuals of one of the swarms, then moving to try to split the swarm?
That I could potentially get on board with.
Okay.
If you would like
You
to try to
betting.
split this one.
Yeah, so the idea being potentially throwing, I'm going to say, I'm going to say for swarm number 1, which is the one that it's closer to us, I think Borrow would basically attempt to maybe like throw a dart in their direction. Actually, no, because I don't need to actually get all the way close to them, right? So let me see what the distance is right now. It's 20 feet. Okay, so let me just try this. Does a 29 hit?
29 does hit.
All right, so that's going to
That
be
is
a
on which
total. What's that?
It's on which swarm?
Swarm 1.
Okay.
That's with a dart. I don't get sneak attack on this, right?
You don't have any source of advantage, no.
No. Okay, so that's the 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay, 9
So what
points.
Vara wants to do is he throws that that dart, and Jesus Christ, there's so many things on the screen where Vara is.
I got rid of a lot of them.
I'm trying to like touch the. There we go. So Vara wants to basically hit the swarm 1 from that direction, or rather, like imagine it more like Vara starts running, and he says to Clucky, let's try to split the swarms. And he runs behind Clucky through the wall, like near the wall, throws the dart at swarm 1, basically trying to potentially get some of it to be in the attention in the direction where Borrow was. And then Borrow is just going to hopefully get the attention of part of the swarm to see him disappear down this tunnel.
Okay. How much damage did you do? 12 points?
9.
9 points. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do this. Because I like this. Now, here's the thing. You did hit one of them. You didn't kill one. If you had hit one and killed it, that would have been game over. Like, it just wouldn't have worked because that one died. It couldn't have anything to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hitting one of these and causing it damage, there's a chance that it could stay with the swarm. There's a chance that it and some others will split off. There's a chance that you attract this swarm. Alrighty? So, I want you to roll a D100. And I am giving you a 9-point over-under to split them in half, an 18-point over-under to where the swarm comes after you, and anything beyond that, it just ends up being just the one. And I am going to so the target number with this is 50. What'd you get?
68.
60. That is
That's
18.
That's 18.
That is right on the money. Jesus. Alrighty. So yeah. Oh wait. So I don't know how I said it before, but this is you didn't want it to do too good. You would have pulled the whole swarm. So this is the sweet spot where you pull half the swarm.
Mhm.
So I will work on duplicating that. Will that be all for Barrow's turn, or
Yeah, because bonus action, he would need to spend key points, and I'm saving those that I have left. So yeah, right now Borrow is just behind the thing in the tunnel.
how did that happen? One A, that's what I want. And this should be 1B. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that is from. So
So if it's just one, then oh wait, no, it's half. You split half. That's right. That's right.
yep, that's how that's gonna work. Alrighty.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Clucky, it is your turn.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Kind of getting the gist of the idea of what Barrow wants to pull off, so he's going to dive down 20 feet, swooping over the swarm that is remaining in place. Is going to take 2 attacks at them, maintaining a position outside of their immediate melee range. So let me change his height from 30 to 10.
Okay.
And then, come on, man. Work with me. God dang motherfucking goddamn boomhauer. Right. This will also inflict the Poltergeist, but this is a 26 to hit.
Okay, and you want to hit the one that is remaining here, not about to go after Barrow.
Correct. Whichever one that is, I think
That
that's
will
one
end
A.
up being. It will end up being B, simply
Oh,
because
B.
it's easier on my sheet for that.
B.
So you do hit B.
All right, that's the first strike. Second strike is 27.
Also hits.
So he's just carving as he flies past. That's 2d10. That's a 4 plus 12. That's 16 on that first hit. And a 9 plus 9, 18 on that second hit. Plus 6.
Can I have the total?
I'm fucking myself up here.
No, a lot of numbers went out, so
Yep.
I got a little confused.
9 plus 4 is 13.
Okay.
Plus 18, that's 31.
Yep.
Plus 6, 37.
37. Got it. Alrighty.
And then he's
Solid.
going to fly past towards Janai, maintaining close proximity to them.
Okay, you will incur 2 attacks of opportunity.
No, I'm outside their reach, 10 feet.
You are correct. Shut up.
I'm using range. I'm finally being smart about it.
It took him 15 levels, guys. We've been playing this campaign for 2 years and 5 months.
Clucky's growing. He's growing. It's also the player's fault because he's not paying attention to the fact that he has a ranged weapon that keeps him outside of melee range. Okay, and then maintaining a protective stance over Janai. So that B creature has the Poltergeist currently focused on him. So if he comes to attack Janai, he has disadvantage on any attacks against Janai.
Alrighty.
So I'll put a
Swarm.
Hunter's Mark on him.
Then 30, 35. There. No. Hang on. So right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gets them right there. Just outside of. Yeah, you put it on the wrong one. I'll move it. Don't worry. Oh, shit. It's all fucked up now. It's all going to be fucked up.
I got it.
Alrighty. Okay. Borrow. Dexterity saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Passes, evasion, no damage. Alrighty. 1B. This way. Alrighty. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, shit.
Good night.
We positioned ourselves for this. We're good.
Rolled like absolute garbage. This is...
Okay.
Oh, because you guys split the swarm, so that is actually going to be only a 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Second
Yeah.
attack.
Mind you, this is a disadvantage.
Why'd you tell me that after I rolled with advantage and got a natural 20?
Buddy.
Take the other number.
Well, I don't know which one technically would have come first, so I'm taking the lower one and I'm rolling it again.
Wait, no, that's the whole... you already rolled the condition. What do you mean?
Because
If you
they
roll
have
an advantage...
tactics.
Right. You
So
already...
it's canceled.
Oh, it's a flat roll. Yeah, that's right.
If it was going to disadvantage, then I would have just flipped the numbers. But to be
Yeah.
fair, I have to roll another die. So
That's fair.
That
That's
is
fair.
going to be a total of 18 to hit Janai.
Which doesn't, because Shield of Faith.
Damn, son! Baro coming in clutch with that one.
Janai, it is your turn.
Cool.
You have Clucky 10 feet
So-
overhead of you.
10 feet overhead. Does that put Clucky within 5 feet of the swarm?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay.
I can't risk any more direct hits. Clucky's too fucked up right now.
Sorry. I don't have disadvantage.
Nope.
Okay.
I wanted to
No,
know that this
look-
was real bad.
No, it was just the wording of sneak attack confusing me, is all. Because it's like, if you don't have disadvantage, you don't need advantage. But it's if another enemy is within
Yeah.
5 feet, if that enemy isn't incapacitated and you don't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
I was like, so then I don't need advantage. But it says you get sneak attack if you have advantage. So anyway,
Yeah.
That's if you're attacking a target by yourself, yeah.
yeah, I was confusion. So
You guys.
okay. I normally just play spellcasters, guys. So,
You're doing
Yeah.
great.
You're doing great. Now, if you were Inquisitor Rogue, you could give yourself advantage with insight checks, which is pretty fucking dope.
don't confuse me anymore. Don't make it. It's not. It makes it worse. Okay. All right. Sick. They're on top of me, so
Yep.
I am going. To...
Oh, you have steady aim.
Oh shit, that's a good
I
point.
have-
You could
Bonus action, steady aim. That reduces your speed to 0, so you won't be able to move if you use it. But you can use bonus action, steady aim, to give yourself advantage on the attack roll, which will give you sneak attack.
that is a thing.
Is it?
Yep, that is a thing.
What is it?
Rogue's got that as an optional feature from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put that, so I didn't know that was a thing that I
That
have.
is a thing.
Now you do.
Cool. Can I use that thing I didn't know about
You
until
must,
10 seconds ago?
So long as you do not move on your turn, you can use steady aim to give yourself advantage. And a steady aim and a bonus action.
Steady aim is a bonus action.
Yes, that's
Correct.
what I meant. And my words got all jumbled.
Okay.
There's been a lot of stuff happening.
That's fine. That's fine. I have advantage, so I do this. I do the roll.
You do the sneaky.
A 25.
Absolutely
Yes!
hits. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
Okay, so that is 8 base plus. Gimme 18. So 26.
26, and that is
Damn.
on Swarm B, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
so 26. So you eliminate one of the 4 Kruthic in that swarm, causing its size to reduce.
Sweet.
Beautiful. Alrighty.
Just leaving carcasses everywhere.
Will that be all for Janai?
Yep. That's
Alrighty.
action and bonus action.
Beautiful. Kruthic swarm number 3. Beep, 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 beep. 30.
Oh, man.
35. 40.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you are in 2 swarms now, buddy. Alrighty. So, Janai. This is number 3. Cool. Alrighty.
Shit. Only it's
They do have advantage
Not
now.
taking Any damage.
correct. My ancestral guardians only targets one person. But I do have Spirit Shield.
That is a 15 to hit.
No.
Second attack. That one's cocked.
Rude.
23 to hit.
That one does hit uncanny dodge.
Alrighty. Uncanny
And
dodge.
Spirit Shield.
So we're going to uncanny dodge first. Just shut up, Tarzan. Okay. 34 points of damage. Uncanny dodge reduces that down to 17. Spirit shield.
And 11, 15, 17 points reduced.
Wow. No
Nothing.
damage.
I
Not a
take
damn
nothing.
thing.
And on top of that, the Kruthic Swarm takes 11, that 17 points of damage back as force damage.
Okay, so I have to do a thing. 17 points back. 3 of it goes this way. So that's that. So that's that. And then
Shut up.
14, so minus 9. There we go. So now 8, and that
Get to do the
ends
team
up
thing.
being 5 points left. Alrighty, got it. Whew. Alrighty, we made it, guys. We made it. I did all the math. There was a lot of math involved in that because I was taking damage from 2 swarms that came together. 2 of the Kruthic from this one massive swarm are dead now.
Would you say they got pecked to death by a poultrygeist? Or were they? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I guess that's the only way that is reasoned. I mean, yeah.
My angry ghost chickens. I love my babies.
Barrow, you are up.
Wonderful. They are outside of my range, but no, they are. I'm not within their range, but I am in theirs.
They're in yours.
That's what I said. I'm gonna have little guy give me advantage on this for a nat 20.
Nice.
So that is going to be a total of 22 base plus 5, so 27 slashing damage plus 27 slashing damage plus 12 lightning damage, so 37, 41.
41 points of damage to Swarm 1A. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
41. Okay, minus 2. So that kills 2 of the 4 Kruthic in that swarm.
I just rolled a second nat 20.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
That's disgusting.
that is all right. So 22. Let's go
I was just out here
into
solo.
11, 33. So So 33 plus.
Janai and Clucky just
11,
synergizing out here.
44. Another 44 points.
Clucky and Janai synergizing while Baro over here obliterating.
There is one Kruthic left in that swarm.
God
Not
damn.
so.
Do your thing, Papa Baro.
Papa Core.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows does a 23 hit.
Really quick, just because as size goes, you still have movement though, don't you? Yeah, you just gotta take a step up.
Gotta get in that
23
melee.
hits.
All right. So now I'm going to actually take advantage of what I can do, which is the total is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and if that's not enough, I'm adding also my Hand of Harm that I don't need to spend the key for a total of 12 necrotic damage.
So what is the total from this?
23.
23.
23.
Okay. It is still up.
It's still up.
You still have another hit, don't you?
I know, I do. Uh, 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Oh no.
And then,
Will that be all?
I think so.
Alrighty. Lucky, it is your
if
turn.
Oh, little guy already gave you help. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. 10 feet overhead. You know what? Because I enjoy chaos. Tan bag of tricks.
Why?
I just want to pull out another pet. That's a 3. Fuck! I got a baboon. God damn it.
Ready?
Fuck! I wanted the ape or the axe beak, and that was the two creatures I wanted.
Baboon. There you go. You can throw that wherever you want.
Small creature.
Oh, he's a small guy. Okay.
And we'll put him over here in the crowd next to Janai.
Okay.
He has pack tactics. That's good. Since he's next to Janai, that gives him advantage on his attack rolls, which is a bite attack. You suck.
So, are you going to be attacking Kruthic Swarm 1B or Kruthic Swarm 3?
I thought you said they coalesced with one another.
Oh, no. That's because there was two smaller swarms that could come up together to make one. That is not the case.
So there's still two swarms.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then the smaller one of the two.
Okay. That would
It's
be
a-
1B.
It's a +1 to hit. Oh wait, no, it's. Oh god, it's a D4 -1.
Well, you got to hit first, homie.
I know, but fuck, this baboon sucks ass. He doesn't hit. That's a 3. Oh wait, pack tactics. That's a 7. Can you roll higher? That's an 8 to hit. That's not hitting.
That's not hitting. He only has one attack.
Yep, no multi-attack. The ape, however, did have multi-attack, which is what I was hoping for.
You didn't get an ape. You got a baboon.
Some bullshit.
With a big red ass. Alrighty. That was your action.
Bonus actions. I got nothing, so I'm going to take my last potion of healing and heal myself while I'm up in the air, overseeing protection of Janai and this useless baboon.
Okay. The single Kruthic
5.
is going to try to attack Baro. That's a 14 to hit. I know
Nope.
that's a no. Second attack. Oh, we might have something here, guys. 24 to hit.
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
No, it is. It does hit. That was just.
Okay. Jesus. I knew that you were over 20. I didn't know how high over 20. I forgot.
He's like, I gotta look at the sheet. What do you mean, no?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh shit. I hit. Guys, I hit. Okay. So that is only 5 points of piercing damage, but you will need to make a Constitution saving throw for your concentration. DC is 10.
DC is 10?
Yeah.
For, wait, what is this for?
Con check.
Constitution saving throw as a concentration check for Shield of
Oh,
Faith.
shield. Oh, man. I rolled an 8.
All right. Janai, your shimmery shield is gone.
Do you have no con in your saving throw?
+3.
No, I do. I rolled a 5.
So that means
Oh.
Perfect Storm 1B. Janai.
I feel the power leave me.
Ooh.
This is 1B, so that's only a +5. So 23 to hit.
That would have hit anyway.
Alrighty, just making sure. So that is 15 points of piercing damage.
Spirit shield. Ah, fuck. 10, 12, 13. 13 points reduced. You only take 3.
Okay, you take 3 points of
13
damage.
was 15. I take 2.
Oh yeah, 2. Yeah, you're right, 2. And then
The creatures
13
take
back.
15.
no, they take what you reduced. I thought, right?
15 points.
I did 15 points.
Oh, 13. Sorry. I did 13. Sorry. You're right.
You. Okay,
I thought, yep.
second
Math.
attack.
Oh, mind you, this is at disadvantage. That's a 20. Oh my god, I'm so. I need you to relax, Matt. This is
Actually,
just.
no, because your hunter's mark is on the big one.
Ah, shit.
Your
Fuck.
hunter's mark. It's not really a hunter's mark.
It's
So
not, but I used it as an indication that they are targeted with the. What's it called?
that is a natural 20 then for our
Smaller creature.
here.
Gotcha.
So,
Shit.
alrighty. So,
He's so excited to get that 20 in.
20 points of piercing damage, Janai.
Okay.
Are you going to say the word? Or did you already?
What word?
Uncanny dodge this turn.
It's a reaction, which it hasn't been my turn again yet.
So you will
So
take
I-
all of that, actually. Ha! I've
Yeah.
finally done it. And Janai, it's your turn.
Now you have your reaction back.
Yeah, so good. Cool. Right. I do not enjoy being in this form. I'm so sorry. Clucky. So
Peace out, Girl Scout.
I'm just peace out, Girl Scout. Pretty much, because they hit too much. So I'm gonna Do I want to?
Disengage and then bonus action, get out of there. Or
It's more I'm considering how far I want to move. Because if I use my bonus action to teleport, then I just get extra movement.
for free, yeah.
Just remember that they have 40 movement total.
Or 40 plus.
And also they have the long distance attack.
Yeah, get out of there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Hey, P-brain, you teleport? I'm gonna teleport.
Did you just call somebody a pea brain?
It's from an ARG. Don't worry about my brain.
I'm just wondering what somebody did to be called a pea brain.
No, I can't explain this in a concise way right now. I'm gonna teleport. I just need to roll a d10 right now.
I would say Clucky would have pointed out Barlow's location.
Mm-hmm.
in an effort to get you out of that swarm.
I rolled a 1, which is fine, because it just
Gives you 10 feet out for a free movement.
Yeah.
10 feet of free movement. We love that.
I love that for me. So 10.
I guess it's
foot
not free movement.
movement. It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
That is a cost by
and
definition.
Yeah, and then I can move and then use my action.
So
to
that was a
dash.
teleport that way, or did you?
Yeah,
just-
teleport.
Yes, it's a 10-foot teleport.
Okay. So then, technically, when you move, they would both get attacks of opportunity on you.
Oh,
Because you didn't leave their immediate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to disengage if you don't want to take the hit.
I can't because that was a bonus action.
You can disengage as an action.
Yeah. And then you just wouldn't
I'll
be able to do
disengage as an
anything else.
action.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then I will. Okay, so I'll disengage, and then from that 10-foot, I'll move 40 more foot
Okay.
diagonally.
Diagonally. Diagon alley.
No.
Run away! Save yourself, lad!
Ready? Will that be all? Yes.
It
Horrific
is.
Swarm 3. Attack number 1.
Is that the singular guy? Is that the little guy? No.
That is going to be plus 8. So that is a 22 to hit your baboon.
Oh no! Fuck that guy. He's dead. That's 3 HP. He's dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty.
Useless.
Oh, wait a minute. It was a flat roll, so that was there was an 18 to hit.
Still hits. At least I think it does. What's his? Oh, 17 to hit. Is his AC? So yeah, it still hits. I was like, there's no way this bitch fucking survived a swarm attack.
Clucky.
Baboon dies.
Dexterity saving throw.
Hey. Oh my god, I need you to fucking quit, dude. 12.
12 does not hit, so that is going to be okay. 8. 27 reduced to 13 points of piercing damage.
Owie. Oh god. Fuck, he's hurting. Alright. Anything else?
That is all that they can do.
Julio?
Just could
Julio,
put a nice
Julio.
little death marker on the baboon. Yay.
He's a little
That
puffball
is-
now.
That is that guy up to borrow.
So 28 to hit.
Absolutely hits. How do you want to do this?
Yay. I think this thing throws the attack of borrow, which I'm assuming is like a bite or something.
Actually, if you want to just make sure, yeah, you're going to do more than 11 points of damage with all the things you have, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Borrow after this thing like attacks him and takes a bite at him. I think Borrow probably uses one of his arms to do that, and then he just manages to grab the glaive with just one, lets go of the arm that the creature is biting to grab the glaive. Sort of like has that thing of like with the flick of the wrist, the glaive sort of like spins, grabs it, and then just shoves it in, then yanks it out.
Absolutely.
After that happens, I need to spend the key point if I want to dash as a bonus action, if I'm not mistaken.
Until you
Except
get
for
a
the
second
one-
level of robe.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get that. So here's what I'm gonna try to do.
What you going to try to do?
You gotta stonewall these things. They're about done.
You know what? Borrow is going to move back to where the dead swarm here is.
Okay.
And the idea is I want Borrow to basically crouch behind the bodies. And I want to use those needles that these things threw at Borrow.
Mhm.
And I'm going to attempt to throw them at the big swarm that is where Plucky is.
I'll say that you can pull one of those off. We'll give it the statistics of a dagger. So,
Oh, cool.
I mean,
D4 plus, yeah.
they are far away from you, so you would have disadvantage on your throw unless you move more.
How close do I need to be?
20 feet is the range of a dagger.
Without disadvantage.
20 feet is without disadvantage.
And then I think it's 60 is the max.
Yeah.
So you could do
Oh,
disadvantage
wait.
from where you are.
I haven't used the help action from Little Guy,
That would cancel it out.
so it would cancel it out.
Yeah.
So you
Flat
said
roll.
it's a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. $18 to hit?
18 does hit. Are you so you would be attacking the larger of the two swarms.
Probably.
Okay.
How much do I know? How many are in the smaller?
There are 3 in the smaller. There are 8 in the larger.
Yeesh.
3 in the smaller, 8 in the larger. Man, yeah, I'm gonna attack that large. That's a total of.
D4 plus your dexterity.
What's that?
D4 plus your dexterity.
No, I got to hit 15 damage.
15 damage. Got
God
it.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And I
So
think
that would be your
that's-
second attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think that's about it. That's all I can do.
Clucky.
Hey, it's me. Oh no, my baboon died.
Care to try your luck again?
No, I'm going to fucking not waste my time with this goddamn bag anymore. We're gonna take 2 swipes with the dragon lance. Reckless.
Okay. The larger one or the smaller swarm?
For efficiency, let's go with the smaller one just to get it off the board. Let's see, 19 plus 14, 12, 30 something, 33.
To hit? Yes.
Second attack, I'm going to do Great Weapon Master on.
Okay.
All right, that's good. So 12 plus 14 is a 26, so that should hit as well.
Yep.
So the second one gets a plus 10 to the damage. The first one is D10 plus 9. That's a 9 plus 9, 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay.
Second attack is 4 plus 9, 13 plus 3, 16 plus 10. 26.
So 47 altogether.
And then, did that kill any of them?
It killed 2 of them. There is 1 remaining in that swarm.
Okay, cool. Since I'm not in their immediate melee range, we're going to go ahead and fly straight back 60 feet, actually 50 feet, because I want to stay in range of Janai, because they're the most in threat. And then that will end my turn.
Okay. Then that all being said, Kruthic 1B here is going to assimilate into the larger swarm.
There we go. Well, that's not very nice. Oh no, you deleted my hunter's mark. So rude. Here, have it back. Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you for not making me redistribute my hunter's mark.
Well, it was on the bigger one anyway.
Was it? Oh, yeah, it was. Ah.
Yeah. So, Janai.
Tight. I'm gonna hide.
Is this where Tanak's
Just-
pulling the plug?
No. I'm gonna hide so that I could get the sneak attack.
All right. Beat a 15 with a stealth check, and you're hidden.
Well, I will.
Okay,
Possible for me.
it's impossible.
It's 25.
Beautiful.
My stealth
So,
is 15.
Plus
based.
15, yeah.
You are hidden from the swarm.
I kind of got that vibe. I was like, this motherfucker has probably a plus 15 to his stealth check.
Alright.
Yep. Can't crit
Roll.
fail a skill check, so.
That's a natural 20.
Absolutely.
Fucking sweet! On a sneak attack? Let's go!
Yep.
Oh, shit. So. Alrighty, so that is going to be, that's 66s, and then plus whatever your other thing is, so 76
36.
total?
D4. It's a D4. So,
Oh. So
36 plus
you're starting
40.
with 40 damage.
40. Yeah.
That's insane.
I love dice. So that was 40 plus 8, so 48, and then plus 18. So 56.
66.
Is that correct? 66.
That is
God.
all of the things.
Damn! 66 damage in one attack. My god.
That is all of the things put together. All right. So, here we go then. I have to reduce by 19, so 56. 47 is left. That kills one of the swarm. 6, so that is 33 that I have to remove from here, so 14 left. That's a second one from the swarm, leaving 7 total, and then the carryover into the next one. Alrighty, killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
That was dope.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Hell yes. So no longer hidden, I will say. Will that be all?
No, because I'm gonna move.
Run away!
Janai went, hit. Ooh. Run away. And I'm going down here.
Run and hide!
5.
Alrighty.
As
Alright.
far as I can get.
So
And that is also gonna be me for today.
yeah, I was gonna double check movement and stuff to make sure that I wasn't about to attack you, but thank you very much for coming because I think that Clucky's about to get this hit. So thank you so much, and we will see you soon. Hell yeah!
Good night, Ren. Morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Happy future.
Happy future.
Okay, this is gonna suck. Here we go. Hey.
40 feet.
I mean, I
Right
could argue
there.
that also borrowed through one of their own daggers up.
True,
It's-
but Clucky's closer at this point.
Yeah. And he's a very loud chicken.
So from this distance away, Clucky, you must make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, that's a nat 20. That's cool.
So you pass. You will take half and then half again. Let me double check here. So 7 times 3 is 21 plus 3 is 24 plus 1, 25. So halved would be 12, halved again, 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh shit! I
Borrow.
thought I was gonna have to cash in my unrelenting rage for a second. We're looking hairy.
My turn.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say that Borrow is going to move. Wait, what is the 10 feet of this? 10 feet away from moving forward, just keeping myself 10 feet away from this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is Clucky airborne right now, or is it?
Yes.
10 feet up, yeah.
Okay, 10 feet up. Okay. Cool. 1 second.
I like how the two of us are using pole arms to keep these motherfuckers at bay.
Not a choice, actually. 26 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's going to be a total of 8 slashing damage.
Just creating a wall of spikes. Of stabs.
So, do I get sneak attack because no, Cluck is not next to me. Never mind.
Little guy.
8 points of lightning.
Did you factor
little
in
guy.
the guy's help?
First attack.
No, not yet because I haven't used them.
Oh, you want to use them on the second one?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, whichever one you use, the advantage.
As long as
on
it
is the one
hits,
that
yeah.
Yeah. It's not sneak attack on the first hit of the round. It is just
When it
once
hits.
per round.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Once per turn. Words. Words. Have words.
Another 26 to hit.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
But
What was the full damage on the first one?
that's a good question. 1 second. It was a total of 16.
Alrighty. Got it. And now
Yeah.
you can roll damage for your second one.
16? Yeah, 16. So my second one is going to be 8 points of slashing
Okay.
plus. So I get sneak attack. Can I
Yeah.
use sneak attack? Okay, so 8 points of slashing plus 5 points of sneak attack plus. So 8, 5, 12 plus 3
13.
lightning.
16.
16, and because I didn't need the help action, instead of rolling with advantage, I just rolled 1 strike, so I'm going to use that d6 for damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
So 16
So
plus the
16 plus 5, so that's 21.
21.
21.
Nice. So
What's 9 plus 10?
another one falls. There's 6 Kruthic left in this swarm.
Great. And they go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Another one bites the dust.
Okay.
Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one
Natural
gone.
20.
Ah, fuck off.
Alrighty.
Disadvantage.
Okay. In that case, flurry of blows.
Okay.
Lay it on him thick, Borrow. Lay it on him thick.
23 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That is going to be 10 plus 8 points, 12 points of necrotic, so 22 points more.
22 points more. So, okay.
And 25 to hit on the second one.
Absolutely hits.
Oh, wonderful. That's 13 points of bludgeoning plus
The consistency of Monk's damage is insane.
11 points of necrotic damage. So
So,
this last one was 24 total. So 24 on the first one, and then 22. So 46.
We are down to 5 in the swarm then. Alrighty. Will that be all?
That will be all. I do need to adjust because, technically speaking, with Flurry of Blows, I did move myself to range.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's okay.
But
I got your back.
No, actually, you know what? How much movement did I do to get here? Or am I where I was? It was like
15 total.
It was like 10, so 15 total. So that means that I still have 35 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna embrace that opportunity attack. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move here.
As a flat roll, Tarzan.
He's marked.
Plus 5. That's only a 12.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Can't touch this.
Alrighty.
Not me.
Clucky.
Hi, that's me. How's it going, everybody? Okay, we're gonna do 2 reckless attacks with the Dragonlance Pike.
Okay.
Get as much damage out downrange as possible. That's fucking dope. That's good. That's good. 9 plus 17, 23 to hit on that first one.
Absolutely hits.
Come on, give me a fucking crit. I'm desperate for as a barbarian. I need
You did crit. You did crit.
I got 1 so far.
Good, buddy. Hit bats. Hit bats for you.
Fuck. Still a hit. 27 to hit on the second one. That's so 20 points so far. 14, 34, 17, 34 plus 17 is 51.
Okay, 51.
51 plus 6 for rage, so 57 total. Seeing Barrow take off, not wanting to stray far from him, he's also going to take off that way as well. Where is my measuring stick? There you go. Granted, Barrow can't go anywhere without me, so we're good.
Alrighty. You destroy 1 more in the swarm.
Only 1? That was 56 damage and only 1 died?
It's about 50 that I was paying attention. There's about 50.
Shit. These are beefy motherfuckers.
And I
As a group.
be up currently. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like rolling for players that are not here.
Stealth check.
Then they pass. Okay.
Just hide. Just have them hide.
Thanks for making that easy for me. Where you went way the fuck over there too?
Yeah.
Come get us.
We gotta get them in a kill funnel.
All right. Well, this is the first time that this is going to be a thing that really like ends up working in this way. 35, 40. 40. Cool. Alrighty. And Clucky is 10 feet up. Okay. Cool.
It's fine.
2 flat rolls against Barrow. No.
You can't hear the reverberation or the force of the wind from Clucky's wings, so they can sense him,
They're not
and they call us
blind.
to see him too.
Yeah, they're not blind.
He is a giant. He's a giant white wing flag.
Based on that image you send, you could argue that they may be. What?
Who presents the most
with a
opportunity?
flat roll against Barrow of Wheatfield. 16 on the die. There's 4 left. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That's a miss.
That is a miss. So the second attack that they can use is the only time this comes in. Would be forcing Clucky fucking McCluckerson to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, it's aggressive. It's a 15.
Math because they are not as beefy anymore, so $15 does pass, so you will take a quarter damage of all the things. So
Hey, look at that. I get to cash in my one ability. I have not once. This Clucky's
15,
got 2 HP left.
19 reduced to
Are you serious?
8 reduced again
To 4.
Yeah.
Relentless Rage. I have to make a Constitution saving throw to remain conscious.
And what is the DC for it?
The first time is a DC of... Oh, come back. Too far. Relentless Rage. DC 10. Constitution saving throw.
Should be fine for you.
That's a 12. I remain conscious with it. 1 HP.
1 HP. Got it. Back to the top. Borrow.
Ready.
It's a nifty ability.
31 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's going to be 5 slashing plus 5 plus 6. That's 11.
11 total.
11 total.
There are now 3 left in the swarm,
All right.
which means that they get smaller.
Wonderful. Next one is going to be 29 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
It's a total of 9 slashing damage plus 3. That's 12 plus the help action. Oh, sorry, sneak attack. Said 12. 14. Plus at least 6 from
Sneak attack.
14, 8, so 18 total.
18 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then spending key point flurry of blows. $26 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's a total of 11 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty. You kill
And-
another member of the swarm. Only 2 remain.
Hmm.
And how far is Pokey from me?
10 feet above you.
10 feet above me. If I were to wall run where I am, can I reach Clucky?
This is a tunnel, and I know how much movement you have. You can literally like sonic circle loop around the tunnel if you really wanted to.
Wonderful. In that
There's,
case,
there's a random sound of you collecting golden rings.
Where the hell is this?
I would say don't worry about Clucky yet. If you got another attack you can get out, I would say go with that.
You know, do your thing. Go ahead.
I
You're
know.
lucky, it's fine. No, it's cool.
Clucky
No,
has persistence.
you gotta keep Clucky up. All right.
Clucky can't keep himself up right now.
Well, you
you
don't.
gotta keep. That save's gonna get harder.
+5 each time, yeah.
Clucky, Borrow has a moment where you see him like strike with a glaive twice at this thing, gives it a palm strike, and then you just see Borrow turn to the side, run up, and as he runs up, he then pushes himself off the wall. You see him just kind of reach toward you, charging a hand, and he just basically strikes you on your chest, and you feel this rush of energy as you get 11 HP back.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
And then
Sweet.
Borrow just basically lands back on the same spot. And because I know that Clucky has low HP, I'm not going to move away.
All right.
I'm going to try to basically stay there to try to taunt this thing. Or hopefully
Okay.
make it get his attention since I just struck it.
Clucky, it is your turn.
All right, feeling a wave of invigoration wash over me. I am going to rage the fuck out like the raging chicken that I am and strike these bastards with the pike. Great weapon, mind you.
Aye,
Recklessly.
aye.
Give me a nat 20, please. Fuck! And one nat 20, that's a 19. I need to be a champ. I need to get 3 levels in warrior or fighter so I can get champion. That first one is a 24. Second one, nat fucking 20. There we go.
Alrighty. I knew you could do it.
Oh, fucking fishing for that shit, man. All right. So, first
You
strike.
just say big number at me.
It's a big number for sure. 20 or 19 base. Let's do on the first strike. Plus 6. 25 on that first strike.
25 on the first strike. Gotcha. Locked in.
It's 30 for the second strike base.
Okay.
Because that's 3 weapon. 3. I get 2 extra weapon damage dies.
Yep.
So plus 10 to that. That's 40. And another D10 and 9. That's max damage. 69 damage
69 damage.
on the second strike.
Nice.
69. 25.
Do I kill one of these creatures?
Hang on.
Potentially kill more than one.
In one turn, Clucky McCluckerson did 94 points of damage.
Oh, I'm not done. If I killed at least one of these things, I'm not done.
2 creatures were in this swarm before your turn began. Daddy Tarzani 2855. How does Clucky want to do this?
So there was 2 left. I think it's a moment between it's a synchronization between Clucky and Borrow. The 2 of us with our pole arms. He lands next to Borrow, and it just turns into this wave of blades circling forward, almost creating like a blender effect between the 2 of them. And they just Borrow and Clucky just pulverize these 2 remaining Kuthrik. Going for the legs first, crippling them. Clucky gets a little more overzealous with his kill, kind of makes this thing suffer a little bit because he's bleeding profusely and is a little angry, goes for the thorax, severs it, and then does a lateral strike, severing the head of this creature off, and then picks up a leg and starts snacking on it because he's hungry.
Alrighty, absolutely. Gentlemen, and Ren as well. Excellent job defeating a grand total of 30 Kruthik in this fight. Excellent work.
Only 2 million to go.
You're not entirely wrong. Okay. So, in this moment, I'll let you guys have sort of post-combat thoughts and things, while keeping in mind that Janai also might have thoughts and things. What are Borrow and Clucky thinking in this moment? It's been a lot of turns, actually, in this combat. It's probably been like a straight, like maybe we'll say like minute and a half, 2 minutes, not knowing exactly how many turns it was, that you guys are now no other enemies in sight. What are you guys thinking?
I think, Clucky's obviously gassed. He kind of falls to one knee for a second after the rage finally subsides. We did good, right? We got them all. The rest of them should be safe inside, right?
If you see Borrow, one of the things that probably Clucker will notice now that it's over, Borrow looks fine. Like, Paro, and then on top of that, you just see him after the fight happens and you guys are done. You see him kind of do one of his things, and then it's just as he uses second wind and gains 11 points of HP. So he's basically almost entirely full HP now.
Hey,
And you just
how'd you do that?
do what?
Can you, are you look like you didn't take any hits? They've been fucking me up this whole time, mate.
Yeah, Clucky, you look like a porcupine. You were taking so many of those volleys of their spikes.
He starts pulling them out one by one.
It is not fun. Like, as you can kind of see in the artwork that I shared yesterday, like they're like serrated, so they hurt more coming out than they did going in.
Yeah, I need to learn how to heal like you did. What was that? Oh, this is some bullshit.
Sometimes, Clucky, the best way to attack is to start here.
Yes. I started to. I wasn't going very smart at the start. I was using that club, which, in afterthought, isn't very smart. Because, you know, we have these big sticks that you and I have, and that gave us extra reach. Could have been doing that the whole time.
You see Bara approaches to you, so like puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "You're learning, and you did good. And I hope that you won't get angry." And then it's that moment when they say get angry, he just probably reached one of the many needles and he just like pulls it out of him.
Ripped it out of his back, and one that he probably had the
just
hardest
reached one
time.
that it was like in the back area where like his wing was, and it's just like helps him. But then you just kind of see him have a moment where he says, "However, I'm afraid that I'm not sure if this is going to be enough."
Ah, shite. I don't know if I got enough fight left in me.
I know.
But another one.
I think Baro would like to try to use his foot to use his echolocation sense to try to get an idea of. I mean, obviously, I know that we haven't gotten to the other group yet of them going in.
Yeah.
But technically speaking, it would be him trying to get a sense of
Where they're at in
where
there.
they're at, but also like whatever else he can feel with that sense of like
Ooh.
how much more movement or chittering he can sense and how close to the group and in what like try to like get a map of like, can we call more at some point without risking them running past our group.
Clucky seeing this is going to want to help in that sense as well.
Okay.
So,
as I got a message from Ren, once the battle sort of ended, Janai sat down immediately, relieved. So he was kind of like listening to everything.
Just listening to the Clucky kind of gush a little bit.
Above table, Tanakh has respected both of you more as fighters, so there's that. Absolutely. With everything that's happening, before you start to, you start to attune yourself and try to listen for everything, Clucky. You're like kind of, let's be honest, you're limping. And getting to this point, trying to figure out what comes next. Baro, go ahead, give me one of those legendary perception checks.
Can you do it with advantage since Clucky would like to help?
I mean, he can get advantage from little guy, and then a bunch of other things happen, and we'll see if he breaks a 40.
Not this time. This time I broke 31.
31.
Ooh.
Still excellent.
That's disgusting.
You start to listen more, and you do hear chittering, hissing, the sound of chitin on stone, the sound of movement, and then you also hear like these like chittering, hissing, and everything, and then a larger, louder, almost roar. As the three of you then get a message telepathically, which we will find out tomorrow.
That's dirty. That's
Thank
dirty.
you, everybody, for tuning in, for watching this wonderful, wonderful little show we had going on here. Tune in tomorrow.
Double
for part
feature, baby.
2, the entry team going in.
Oh no, this is a triple feature because we had the original session on Sunday.
Kind of, yeah. Dimensional Dial 3 times in 1 week. So, absolutely, 100%. Thank you all for coming. Thank you to Victor. Thank you for Tarzan. Thank you to Ren for being able to accommodate this into your schedule. By all means, tune in tomorrow. See what happens when Taylor, KJ, and Dia all end up heading inside this tower and figure out what the hell is going on and see if they can actually manage to get the artifact in question and find out what that telepathic message is. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.